Hello, everybody. It's time for fan mail again. Angry fan mail. Hello, Melrose. Hello, Dark Page. Hello, Sierra0138. The reason why it's angry. Have you seen the Dark Souls 3 comments? I'm looking forward to it. Joining me today.
Oh no.
James Morgan and Zach here.
I met up with Morgan at a bar for the first time.
A barcade.
A barcade.
Oh.
And I actually broke down and I was crying. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Have you read the comments? And he said he hadn't.
And I still haven't, but I'm very excited based on how
it's not good.
Have you seen the like to dislike ratio?
No.
Yeah.
You got oh no.
You gain ratio.
But I didn't like the like to dislike ratio. We always get a good ratio. It's always like
there's always the one disliker, maybe two. This time you've got
Let's do the math, guys.
8 at my last count. There was 8 dislikes. There's 8 dislikes at my last count. Yeah, it might have gone up since then. I don't know. Zach threatened to put a few extra on.
With all his different accounts.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh, you guys don't make the same mistake that I do. Sometimes I write GamerFront. GamerFront is not us. We're not GamerFront. We're just GameFront without the R.
Yeah.
Can we sue that GamerFront kid?
GameFront.
This guy's got 12 subscribers. I think we can sue him.
Yeah, let's become those guys.
I'm just ready to sue some people.
Yeah, especially if it's his ass, right, James? Let's sue his ass.
Sue his ass off. That guy will never see the light of day. He's gonna be
We're gonna take all 12 of those subscribers.
Yeah,
those 12 subscribers meant to subscribe to us, so they're rightfully ours.
Mm-hmm. Hunt them down. Let's see. This is
top-notch quality. Oh,
holy moly! 9 dislikes.
Oh, it's gone up.
Oh my god! Really?
What are you talking about? It's 8. Someone just disliked it. Wow!
What?
It's almost like talking about
dislikes?
it. It's almost like you're talking about it as bringing attention to it. Ooh,
and the thumb turned blue.
Trolled. Oh, I did. Danny did tell me not to like it from GameFront, but
GameFront VODs, we're wild style.
You should. I mean, there's nothing worse than liking your own posts.
Like, yeah, that's why I disliked it.
I like my own posts. Come on.
I mean, it's just about inner love for oneself or whatever. We're a whole. Like, what if I thumbs it up. So see, I thumbs it up. It wasn't they thumbs it up. Who's they, you ask?
I just put it to 10. So we're gonna get it to 11. Let's see how downvoted we can get it.
We've never had a really. I swear I have the most disliked video on here. It's my demo of the 40. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
I could have guessed that. I mean,
yeah, this video is gonna be the most disliked one. Now let's get it out of the way.
Come on, it's funny.
Yeah. Hey, you know who's cool? Rice Gum. He's my favorite. Let's talk about awesome YouTubers that we relate to. Logan Paul, love him. Oh, right. James doesn't live in the YouTube world. He just lets us partake in his.
I met one of the Pauls. One of them at the Streamies.
Ooh.
I walked over and Lloyd was talking to one of them, and I didn't realize who he was talking to, and I got trapped into being like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" I was like, "I gotta get out of here. Gotta get these free beers in me before I,
Oh yeah, sweet.
Never get invited back.
What was that conversation he was having like?
Oh, I don't know. I got out of there as quickly as possible. I was like, "Oh yeah," I did shake his hand, so that felt gross. Yep. Oh, sorry, I got a work call.
Oh,
God.
There's a lot of people back in the chat. Like I noticed this yesterday when we were streaming the Forest as well. But people seem to be coming back. So hello to Sierra0138.
I feel like it's just like the Forest. It's like when one of those cannibals find you and they run off to find other cannibals.
Yeah, they all come back.
Happening with the people.
Yeah. But our fans are basically like, dude, these guys need help. Let's come in and watch the Twitch. Clearly, they don't know that game audio is not on in the background. I mean, Zach told Danny multiple times, hey, the game audio is not coming through. And Danny was just like, are we live yet?
Anyway, Mono Mike says hi from Salvador.
He's always talking about sweeping chimneys and drinking tea.
Listen, I don't live in a Mary Poppins film. But anyway.
Fish and chips.
Hello to Mono Mike from El Salvador.
What's
Hello
up,
to
my dude?
Melrose. Xenolight Zero's here. Turtleface is
Turtle
here.
Face back in action. He's been
Hills-
MIA for a while.
Dark Page can't confirm or deny if they downvoted the Dark Souls 3 video.
I mean, I did. I'm telling you, I did.
I suspect, based on the comments, Dark Page may be one of the 10 or so dislikers. But I mean, that's fine. I mean, show your love. Either
We are through our methodical uploads. We're slowly turning Dark Page into it from one of our biggest fans to one of our biggest detractors,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all our fault.
We have a new term for him. He is a frenemy.
frenemy. Yes.
I like that term.
Do we
We're
do
gonna-
we
we're gonna-
do we have
we
any
got
announcements?
announcements?
Have we got any announcements? I can't think if we've had any announcements this week.
I don't think there's any announcements.
No, I'm good.
Well, it's been a quiet week.
I mean, there was the thing you posted to the YouTube channel, the big long piece of paper. I mean, I didn't read it. My name wasn't on there. It's kind of like Trump, If my name's not mentioned, I'm not gonna fucking pay attention. So,
piece of paper. I can't
oh
think.
man, fucking fan on in the background. Jesus Christ.
Can you
We,
hear my fan?
No, mine. Oh God, I wish it was like that scene in Spice World and fan actually showed up. But
Yeah, I was going to say Zach needs a fan as well, so he's got
fuck
at
does that mean?
least one
It's
fan.
gonna be hot as hell.
It was a pun, like fans.
because the fires that are going on here, that's so insensitive of you, Dan.
No, that's not what I was
Are
talking
you guys
about.
on fire?
Yeah,
We are on
it is
fire.
insensitive.
Oh dang!
I got employees evacuated. They're here now.
Because of the way the national forest system works, like they transfer people around. Like if you're on a fire, like you leave your station to go to a fire, some other crew shows up to your station and like covers the area that you're in. And we were on a fire where a crew from Hawaii showed up. It was kind of a big deal. It's interesting.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
they fly them all over from the place.
Yeah, I was like, this is
wherever
not
they need 'em.
efficient. Why are you doing
Yeah, like Hawaii's like on the. Yeah.
Hawaii fire. Oh,
Wow, I like it.
insensitive? Wow.
It took me a second. I was about like, oh, that's good actually. That's good.
Oh, kudos. Kamikaze says is James's new announcement that he's either got a new setup or a new house. Have you got any new setups or new houses this week, James?
I do not. I don't.
Dad.
Soon though.
Okay, cool.
If you wait
I
long
gotta
enough,
get a new
something will
setup.
happen.
I like how
get a new
tight James's camera is on his face.
Well, it's because his recording area is too.
Oh, right. The Starbucks only allots him so much space.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that one mobile
blocked from
Bitcoiner?
a WeWork.
Wait, what's a WeWork?
No,
or maybe it's
you. Did you watch the documentary on WeWork? It's crazy.
no.
It's on Hulu.
Is it good or is it bad? Can you just tell me? Is it a good investment to get into WeWork or not?
Oh no, it's a terrible investment. It was about how they expanded so rapidly and their business model was never profitable, and like they got into all of these crazy deals and like made like a cult of personality around the CEO, and then I think he just fucked off somewhere. I forget how it ended, but it's bad.
Oh, interesting. So it's just a place you can go rent a space to work at.
Yeah, but like there was like a whole like cultural movement of like if you worked at WeWork, it was like hip young tech things, and there was like WeWork festivals and like all this stuff. It was weird.
Got it.
Yeah, WeWork is mega bullshit.
Speaking
Oh,
of
the FIFA coin farm. You know what? There was actually an announcement. I think that Danny was going to make.
there
Also,
wasn't, yeah,
can you get into
there wasn't
DS3
mine.
straight away? Yeah, let's just go to DS3.
We could.
I
Do
don't
you
want
want
to
to
see
just?
Danny Souls with Zach. Can we
No,
get rid of that?
we'll do
Can we get rid of
DS3
that?
first. We need to rip the plaster off with DS3, but before we
let's do
do
this.
DS3, we do have one announcement to make. I think we did.
You
We
even have
did.
it up?
Yeah,
Could I just, before you make the announcement, can I just say that since this announcement's a pretty big deal, anything that happened before this announcement is ancient history. Like if there was a DS3 video that got skewered by the fans, like that's the old GameFront.
That was
Go-
the
I'm
old
sorry, go ahead,
regime.
go ahead.
That was the old.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly. That. Well, yeah. Basically,
beast, baby.
I mean, I can announce it, I guess, but I mean, I don't know how to put it because it's not that exciting. But basically, we
do
kind of got-
your Macho Man Savage voice or whatever it is, whichever wrestler you do. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's the Macho Man. Freaked out. We bought GameFront. Yeah, snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Yeah, there you go. You want to shoot?
God,
Oh, wow.
I want that.
glad-
I
I'm
want
glad
that as
you-
a
I'm glad
recording
you-
to wake up to.
I'm
want
glad
that
you
as a recording.
committed suicide off the back of that.
Yeah.
Cheers, Zach. But,
How do you know it killed me? My head, I'm like
Well,
fucking
you
Hulk.
still-
I swallowed the bullet.
You're still talking, unfortunately, so it didn't work.
Oh.
But
Oh, ouch.
but yeah,
we should have played It Takes Two this weekend.
We should have done. We need more marriage therapy, you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we kind of bought GameFront a little bit, so we kind of own that now. It used to be owned by ModDB, Diabolical, who bought it from Defy Media after they kind of had their fire sale, and now we kind of own it for ourselves now. So that's exciting. Does anyone have any comments on that? I guess not. Moving on.
So now going forward, we have no one but ourselves to blame for the
For all of the negative
insane-
things that are about to happen.
Yeah.
But
Glad you're
the
keeping it
past
positive.
was all the the bad management, and now the boys are taking over.
Yo.
It is crazy.
I got in trouble with Aaron because we were talking about it at that party that me and James went to, and she was like, "You weren't." She's like, "You're not like I don't know, like I didn't like express myself like in an excited manner about it when it had finally gone through," and so she said that I wasn't excited for it.
Yeah, she said that to me a couple times since, and
Yeah.
your non-excitement has been the reason why I'm not allowed to be so excited.
But you should be excited. I am also excited. I'm like also I don't know.
I jump in the air and click my heels and say yippee.
Wow.
And like you don't do anything. You're just like meh.
I was like, oh yeah, glad the paperwork finally went through.
It's been a long time coming, to be honest.
It has been
Yeah.
a long
And
time. It started like before April, right?
Yeah, I think
and
it was
that's what
like
I was trying to tell her. I
early
was like, for
March.
me in my mind, it was already an inevitability. So I was like, it's gonna happen.
I'm to
So-
fruition. So
Of course, it happened.
yeah.
Hey, Turtleface cheered 100 bits. Thank you, Turtleface. That animation, I don't know where that animation came from, but
I missed the animation. Damn it.
there was an animation there. So thank you, Turtleface. Yeah, I mean, we've kind of known about it for ages, but we couldn't say anything because there is a clause in the deal when you sell a company to somebody else that you can't talk about it until it's done. So we haven't
First
said
time
anything for ages.
drinking coffee, James.
Yeah, there's like
The excitement you're about, like, I want to jump up and say yippee again. Coffee, yippee.
well, I can't because I'm like inside my computer right now. If I was to stand up quickly, I
It'd
would
be great
topple
if you
all
didn't
of my computer.
if you didn't have a green screen. It was like a small green tent that you were actually set up in, just like
Oh.
multitasking. You're
I'm
like
sorry,
outside.
Target's sending me an ad for staples that men should have in the late summer. So I just gotta. Can we just chill for a second? So I can read this ad?
Yeah,
Oh.
read it out. I think we'd all be
Oh,
interested
it's
to
like
hear it.
polo shirts and stuff.
Oh,
Why would you need polo shirts at the end of summer?
I know, right? I thought you meant staples, like from a stapler.
I should go to Office Depot.
End of summer sale.
Can we
Well,
do
the
Dark Souls 3?
staples
They
of
really
summer.
want to do it.
Well,
Yeah, I think
now
it's
we
more
are
Dark Souls.
now we are our own company. We do have a budget for stationery, so maybe you should go and buy a stapler.
Do we?
No, not
Dude,
really.
you should see if you can
I
get
was
Break
gonna
Media's
say,
old
I was like, I thought
stationaries.
we were on a razor's edge right now.
we are a little bit on a razor's edge. It's true. It's all good though. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can
it's
move
fine,
on
it's
to Dark
fine.
Souls 3. But I do want to say
Yeah.
before we do that, just thank you to
Are you
everyone on
are
Patreon.
you guys a
that does Patreon.
3B business?
What's a 3B business?
Isn't that something?
I have no idea. But while you
3Bs.
Google 3B business,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. No, I just want to. It's important to thank the people on Patreon because even though a lot of them are supporting us because we're a YouTube channel, which is cheap to run, what isn't cheap to run is GameFront.com because it's a file mod hosting website and it's really expensive to run. And now we're running it on our own. It's costing like a ton of money. And if it wasn't for everyone on Patreon, like it just wouldn't have been possible to do. So being able to like own GameFront and own the trademarks and everything else, like it's
You know what you
only
should
because of
do?
Patreon. So
Should host all the files on the OneDrive accounts that James has.
Oh wow!
He's got so many of them.
There's
so much space. Take advantage of those.
If I only had thought about using James's hard drives and his OneDrive,
and we could use his computer as a server because it's located in LA. It'll give us a little bit better of a reach. Because United Kingdom and Canada, forget about it.
Just as I'm hearing you talk about like how the company is structured and like where the overhead is coming from, maybe our first act should be to like cut the website off and would just become a YouTube channel. So you cut overhead.
That kind of defeats the shut up is what I was going to say. I think it's the.
I mean, we're hemorrhaging money, guys. We gotta start making.
We're not hemorrhaging money. We're not hemorrhaging money.
If you don't become a Patreon today, we will probably shut down within the hour. So let's get a little drive going. Everyone, join up.
Hour? You think it's gonna last an hour? This is another fire sale, people. Get the mods, NTFs, right? Can we sell the mods as NTFs?
Yeah, well, let's get some NFTs.
We can do NFTs, yeah, I guess so, or NTFs.
NFTs.
If you wanna, not non-tungible falcons or whatever you want to call them, Zach.
Non-tangible falcons.
I like it. Yes. Anyway.
Well, Turtle's coming in hot.
Holy shnikes!
I don't know what the value of those are.
That's the other thing. That's why we're getting. You know why? Because Mikey set this up on the weekend. Because now we own the company, we can actually do the thing on Twitch that we couldn't do for ages.
Oh yeah, that is another thing.
What is that?
We weren't allowed to like go to the next level of our Twitch, even though we've been ready for it for months and months.
Like Premiere or being a partner.
Yeah,
affiliate?
Yeah. So we couldn't switch it.
Congratulations, guys! You did it.
GameFront subscriptions, we'll actually get ad revenue from it. All of the good stuff that happens from streaming we'll start to get.
Yeah, so when people were asking for months, like, why don't you turn all the monetization stuff on Twitch? The reason was because we didn't own it yet, so we couldn't do that because it would just go to another company and stuff. So that's kind of why
and then it was getting too close to like, well, this was still like 6 or 7 months ago. It was getting too close to like when the paperwork was going to go through, so it wouldn't be worth like doing it and then having them transfer funds and then undoing it later. It would have been a huge nightmare. So that's what we were waiting on.
I'm gonna get a piece of a Kleenex. I made my finger bleed.
Yeah, we should do a drive. James, would you be willing to do a hot tub stream?
I tried to get Zach to do one yesterday and he refused.
Oh, I would watch that one.
But I think a James hot tub stream would be great. Maybe you could do it like you did in that advert with the Lilo. No, because what was that like advert you did once where you were just floating in a pool on a rubber rink?
That was for Hanes X-Temp technology. It keeps even the hairiest men cool.
I only buy X-Temp now. Every time I go and buy new underwear.
I do like them a lot. I like them. What's so funny is that it was a TV commercial and it was an internet commercial, but there was also stills. And on the stills, they painted chest hair onto me that looked. I thought it looked really fake. But yeah, they put a bunch of chest hair on me, but they didn't do it for the TV or anything because it probably would have been too hard to map it to my body.
Well, that's a disturbing thought. Anyway, we can do Dark Souls 3. I think we're all done with announcements and things.
I guess it's like rip the Band-Aid off. Let's just do it. I'm just really like
I'm so excited for this. I'm hyped for this. I live for negativity, so let's get into it.
You and I are so different.
It's not negativity, guys. They're just trying to communicate with you in the best way they know possible.
Yeah.
They need to get you to actually focus.
First comment from Michael Shearer. James, ignore the crying in the comment section. Everyone here should know by now this is the journey we'd be taking. You play this game once a week, an hour at a time. It's no surprise it's difficult, and nobody here has played this game that way. Just keep going, sir. You're nearly there. Next time you're stressed, just grab a handful of that peanut butter out of your diaper, shove it in your mouth, and think to yourself, I can do this. I'm a big boy.
I have to come back to this comment over and over to keep making sure that I've got the spine to get through all of the comments. But yeah, Michael Shear, thank you for the inspiration to keep going. I'll pass on the peanut butter, though.
Dark Page, we should have a poll. If advice given isn't towards progress, it should be followed, because the way this is going, this playthrough won't be done till 2022. And I will say that this mission was like over the course of 2 videos, people were begging for us to go do this. Multiple people, not just one. So
You gotta know the names, man. You gotta know the names of your.
I'm not gonna. You want me to call people out by name? I'm not gonna do it.
I guess so, because
you can go back and see who the offenders are.
Yeah, the accusers.
But yeah, this is like obviously this wasn't our idea to go back and do this.
In fact, we probably would never have thought of it if it wasn't
because we didn't know about it.
And I don't, we got to say the buck stops here with me. I'm the guy with the controller in my hands. I'm really sorry. The problem was I went down there and it's so dark down there. I didn't see the door the first time. And I think I've twice walked the perimeter of that room and I didn't see it. That's my fault. A better gamer has a sharper eye and notices when there's a doorway in the darkness. And
I did forget that there was a doorway down there. But also in my defense, when we're streaming through Parsec or through Discord, what I see is not the crisp image that gets recorded and put up on YouTube. It's like a blurry, like kind of a Monet.
Yeah. Well, Danny and I kind of ran into that issue in Blighttown recently. It was super dark, so we actually bumped up the brightness. Just a thing to put out there, guys. Or
that's actually a great idea. There's sometimes I think that's cheating, but I don't think it is. Like certain areas are just too dark to see.
I mean, I was going to say your TV is badly misconfigured, though, from what we understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's 3 people just concurring that you got trash TV.
I wish I could use that as an excuse, but I'm actually using a different TV than Morgan sees. I use a TV that's a monitor, and this monitor uses the
monitor. You can split it between 2 things, but do you ever do it? No, you don't ever do it, so it doesn't even matter. It's a dual screen. Because why would you want 2 screens on one screen? The whole point is to have 2 separate screens.
I have a screen that has 4 screens.
Okay, well, if you're doing like stock market stuff, yeah.
Here's the funny thing, though. I mean,
Pendant and Dark Page in the chat.
Stocks.
Not a lot of porn. So much porn.
But Pendant and Dark Page in the chat both make a good point. He's saying rather than sending James on a technical goose chase, he literally has a torch on him, so he could just use the torch.
Well, and he's supposed to have that torch out the whole time in that area, anyways, because there's the little leeches or the worms or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm wrong. I that was my mistake. I thought to myself I'd be better protected with my hands using weapons and shields, but I needed a torch to see.
Yeah, and then there's more comments down there. Andre Valverde
takes the same approach in the bedroom.
Comes back and says yes. Backseat Gaming Studios. I can see it taking that long. I don't know about doing the polls. Dark Page, is that a real comment? You want us to do polls? We'll find out.
It would be hard because we get the ideas, and then minutes after we're done recording, we start. So for those polls to be submitted to would take a while. But I think Morgan and I are really going to start moving forward of let's beat this game. I don't need any more stuff.
I was just trying to get him to focus on the boss, and people kept saying like he's got to go get this thing, and we didn't want everyone to complain about us not going.
Who are these people?
Thing. There's just, I can look them up. But
Larry, Bobby, Billy.
Okay, yeah, you don't listen to Larry or Bobby.
Bimber.
They're totally full of it.
Have you ever seen those snap poll things? Like, I think that Linus Tech Tips guy.
Oh yeah, who's on TikTok? Isn't one of you guys a TikTok dude?
TikTok.
Yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, but we do have a TikTok.
Get on the TikTok and we'll make video polls on TikTok. You have a tiny little Pellegrino.
Well, I was actually thinking more like when someone makes a suggestion during fan mail, after you've read the comment out, you could do You could do a snap poll right there and then, and paste the link in the chat, and people can vote right there and then if it was good advice or not.
We got people right now in the chat. If there's something that we're reading right now that should just be totally ignored, they can speak up. I think then you guys should take account of that or acknowledge that, because otherwise you guys seem to be taking all these comments as like something useful and then complaining about reading the comments.
I'm gonna keep going because it's painful, but it's something I need to hear to grow. And Nick says, guys, I've not left a lot of messages of late, simply because it's getting really painful to watch. You too should know more about this game by now. It's hard to watch the inventory management, the running
I'm
in
so
circles,
sorry. I'm so sorry.
the wild
Yeah.
goose chases, the bickering. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I have some receipts right here. Now, I haven't watched all of it, but this is from 2 videos ago. But crazy how everyone was telling them to go back and find that NPC, and they just completely ignored it. We'll edit if they actually do.
Who
do you
wrote
think
that?
Who do you
Dark
think
Page?
this is? Yeah, this is from Dark Page.
Dark Page loves writing that. We'll edit later, and
But
he
then-
never fucking does.
And now he's complaining about us actually doing
Oh, I
it.
want to kiss that man with my
Can't win.
tongue. All over, like Venom style.
I think he's just stirring the pot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's a
Uh,
pot stirrer.
And now I don't want to attack because I love Nick, and one of these days I'm gonna watch Knuckleheads.
No,
but
you're not.
here's the
No,
thing.
lie to
No,
people.
you're not.
It would
Don't. Yeah.
be- It would be my pleasure to edit out the inventory management, but I've been told that every second counts, and I need to leave it in there.
You can't edit the inventory management out. You just need to stop doing it.
But
That's what you're not understanding.
That would be the solution, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, like, how?
The inappropriate
how?
times you decide to do it too.
You just pick it like when it's necessary. It's not something that you have to
Alright.
do at like before every fight or after you die each time. Like you just don't have to do it that often. You do it probably 80 times more than I do.
Okay.
You know, it's
Right,
funny because I have the exact opposite problem because Zach said this on Saturday. Like, I do the exact opposite. I don't do enough. I never manage my inventory. I've just got my inventories full of trash. I never change my weapon. I never change my armor. Like, it's...
I don't think I've been complaining about that.
Yeah, I guess so. But, I mean, it's funny how, like, I'm the
Put me
opposite
under
of
the
James,
bus.
it seems. But,
I'm the bus driver.
sorry, Zach. Carry on.
Yeah. Apology accepted.
Wait, where is
And then
this
Nick
stuff?
goes on to say, James, I, like Morgan, would like to see you finish the game. Also, I, like Morgan, am frustrated by watching you not really try. Now, I am trying. There is nothing that, like, that's one thing I cannot agree with. I am not trying. I'm trying. All jokes aside, just try to play the game, James. All right.
Not trying.
I will say
Not
that
trying.
to the trained eye, it looks like sometimes you're not trying, or like when you give
To the
up in the
trained
middle of
eye
a
or
fight
to the
because
untrained eye?
To the trained eye. You're the untrained eye. We're the trained eye. It looks like in the middle of a fight when you stop or give up, or you're like, well, I can't beat him now because I got hit once, or like I'm running low on Estus, so I'm gonna stop trying. That kind of stuff drives me insane. And
I mean,
think
they're
Nick Hanley
like
as
on
well.
those occasions, and I hear what you're saying, but if I've got like 1 or 2 hits left from the boss, but I haven't even triggered the 3rd phase, what is the goal?
Yeah, I can
to
tell you
keep
exactly
playing
what
it?
it is. You keep fighting to learn his pattern better, so that you get better at fighting him. And because you're low on health, you're going to be dodging a lot more, so you're going to inevitably get better at fighting him, and you're going
This
to learn
horse
something.
won't
So that the
die!
next time you go in to fight him, you probably won't win. But what if you did? That would be a miracle. But the next time you go in to fight him, you're going to be doing way better. Instead of just stopping and then just waiting for the perfect run every time. It's very frustrating to watch.
Well, I can understand that frustration, but it is the way that I've played games my whole life. I'm one that has always, before even doing streams or before doing recordings, like I will go up to the point and then I will start it back over. Even in games where it's not like Dark Souls, where you can restart a level. Like I want to get I'll restart a level to make sure I get it perfect and have health by the end. Or
Well, I would say that Dark Souls should be different than playing that way, because there is a learning curve, and that's the thing that I've always complained about, is that you haven't ever embraced like the learning curve part of it. You're always looking either to be like OP for the boss, or like look for an out, instead of like working on the fundamentals, which you are getting a lot better at, but you're still shying away from focusing on that, which is what I think most people want to see you do. Because it's the last evolution in your Dark Souls play.
Okay.
It's
and
your
moving
stage
on.
3.
Nick Conley says also checks the spam. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to get through. And I hear what you say.
A lot to get through this one ear and have it come out the other.
Yeah, he's moving on. He's literally moving on from this conversation.
Well, no, I'm continuing this conversation with Nick's next comment.
Yeah.
Also check the spam folder. Lori left an awesome comment. Epic humor with a U. I don't know what that exactly means.
I'll check the health review at the end because I don't want to lose
Lori
where
is
we're up to.
Nick's wife.
But I'll look for that at the end. Remind me if I forget.
So I don't know what with a U means though, unless it's like with the U. Like
humor with a U, because humor
that's
is spelled without a U in some countries, right?
Oh, well done, Danny. That is what I think the joke is going to. It's a Canadian humor type thing, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a knuckleheads thing.
You're just
So
a bunch
and then
of
here comes
knuckleheads.
Andre in. Yes, please. I never skipped one episode of Adventure Bits or GameFront in the beginning, and I find myself skipping at least one of these episodes per month. And we say this because we love you guys and we want to see you succeed, but it's just getting way too frustrating to watch these episodes.
Agreed.
Okay. It hurts, but let's keep moving. Ulasile, I just want James to finish the bosses, to be honest. All this telling him to backtrack and NPC side quests is really bringing down the entire walkthrough. I get why people tell him to do it. Given the circumstances, it's simply not worth it. Then Simon says, I mean, they're just trying to please all of their viewers by doing everything everyone here tells them to do. Then when they go out of their way to do said things, everyone complains that they're wasting everyone's time. So who's really to blame? Now,
James.
These are newer comments than I have seen. So I didn't realize there was some defense coming. When I had been reading this, I was just getting skewered. So thank you guys. I feel like both sides are very important. Like, I don't want to negate, like, I need to keep focused. But I do appreciate Simon.
And we can skip this last one and move on to the next comment.
Ralph, this is important. I think everything really is summed up here. I think some of the blame has to go to Morgan as well, as he is often the one who sends James on these madcap adventures, with Morgan thinking he knows the way until it proves out to be the other direction. Just look at the previous episode.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that definitely happens, and I will think I know where something's at, but I will also say that it's not. I'm never 100% like I'm sure it's here. I'm like I think it's here.
Did you play the game in early access? Maybe they moved the chainsaw from Cave 5 to Cave 3.
Oh God, don't bring that up again.
Yeah, I will bring it up.
We got so lost playing the forest last night. Like we spent an hour just trying to find.
I can't find Nick's wife's comment. Is her name Coral?
Lori.
Lori.
Yeah, there's no Lori. I don't see it.
It's in there. No, I don't know.
It's in there, like ragu, right? It's in there.
There's sauce in there, in that sauce.
Gross. Gross. I'm
glad you did an honest exploration instead of checking the expert walkthrough. That's good. That's a positive comment, James.
Yeah.
Yep. Kamikaze's Heen memory loss is spreading, Captain. Heen loss is spreading, Captain.
Okay.
Pain,
agony, even suffering, if you will.
Oh, Nick Hanley just showed up. We just got done with this comment.
Sorry.
Forget about him.
Nick, is Lori's comment sub? Zach can't find it. He's looking for it.
we can't find it in the held.
Don't say we. Zach can't find it.
Zach
okay?
can't find it in the held bin. I was going to look at the end, but whatever.
I'm not logged in
trying
as
to-
GameFront because I'm on GameFront VOD.
Zach's very precious now. You know, if you even try and claim it's a team effort when he's the one who did something, he gets very angry.
I just don't want other people to be thrown under the bus when I am clearly the one trying to do this, and I've not found the comments. So clearly, I'm failing.
Ulasile's
If you all want to be
botnet,
failures,
pain,
sorry.
agony, even suffering, if you will.
Why is
Dark
that?
Page.
Why is that a D? That's not right. Anyway,
Oh,
That's what she said.
it is.
Dark Page.
What?
Never happened. Well edited if that changes. That's how you do it with him. El Scorgio, I just started, so I'm super psyched.
Nick Hanley says he'll share Laurie's comment in the chat. I think so. You can do that if you like, Nick, and we'll read it.
Scrolling up.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Scrolling up. Andre Valverde. New challenge. How many times can Morgan beat Dark Souls 1 before James beats Dark Souls 3? The count is at 18 right now. That's the first bet. And Zach agrees that's not a bad guess.
Honestly, I think once I'm done with Dark Souls 3, I'd like to have a race. Because I think from beginning to end, I could beat you beating Dark Souls 3. But we've got to finish this one first. Because I
want to play Dark Souls 3 again.
You're high on so many candles if you think that's true.
Dude, Jake, pass the duchy, bro.
No,
pass that duchy. I want to be stoking on what you're
It's
saying.
frustrating. Well, the frustration is that I know I can do better, but I've gone so far in this direction, I can't start over. But yes, I think that once I beat DS3, I'd love to race. I think I could beat both Zach and Morgan.
You're crazy. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like I could beat Dark Souls 3 in like.
I don't think I've ever beaten Dark Souls 3.
I think I could beat Dark Souls in one day too.
Okay, then let's do this. After you,
I can name that song in one note.
Let's set up a day where we just have we sit down. First one to beat it wins. So like, if you have to go to the bathroom or sleep or whatever, that's on you. But it's just in one continuous stream.
Yes.
And we'll just put the screen side by side. I'll embarrass you in front of all of your friends and family.
I think you're going to be surprised. You're going to be surprised.
How quickly
Danny needs to get involved too.
He's never played Dark Souls 3. That's not fair.
Well,
I can be the control. If somebody who hasn't played the game before can beat James as well. It's like what I mean?
My God, Danny, don't get involved.
That would be hilarious if Danny beat James after James just did it.
With our 4 streams combined, we will create a total lack of subscribers.
Would it be? We would have to put them all on the same screen, right? We would do it like.
Well, if the 4 of us were all in the race, then you could do it as a 4-way split, and that would fit quite nicely into the screen.
Yeah.
So we.
Zach, you want in on this?
Yeah, man.
All right.
I think a nice friendly competition.
It's all for charity, right? This is all for charity.
We could do it for charity. We could do it for charity.
We should do it for charity.
Sorry, James doesn't want to do it for charity. Sorry, James wants to keep the money for himself.
James doesn't. Have you set up the GameFront nonprofit charity organization for collecting money yet?
I thought that was just GameFront, wasn't it?
We can just start.
Isn't that the Patreon?
We can just start collecting for our favorite charity. Yes.
We should
no
do
game
that,
sound. Yeah. We got to make sure no game sound throughout. If we're gonna have technical difficulties, do you think we can all have the same one, or should we all have different ones, like our own handicaps?
What we would want to do is make it if all 4 screens were on at once, we would want to have some sort of maybe some good music behind it, so that all of our voices are on, but you don't hear the clashing of every sword on all 4 screens.
So you want Arrow to the Knee on loop?
On loop, yes.
The one song we have the rights to.
I wish it was like the future of the internet, and they could scroll around to which one they wanted to listen to at any given time, but they could all hear our voices.
We could do it like
let Patreons be the DJ.
All right. Well, how about we do it more like an esports event where we just you can cut to the person you want to focus on, and you just hear their sound, and then we can get Mitch in to do commentary. You can be like the commentator, and we can do it like a big esports thing. Come on.
Can't even make lore videos, and this is what we're going to be talking about. Promising.
Well, no, I know I'm being ambitious.
It's any build. It's not. Yeah, no restrictions on.
What about Aaron and her band? They could play we'd treat it like a variety
for
show.
18 hours.
18.
Oh, that's true.
I plan on beating it in 6 hours.
I was going,
There's
speed run.
No way.
I'm gonna do the most hardcore techniques.
It's probably gonna be 18 hours.
Can I just
James
say?
Doesn't even know about the cheapest way to get through the first half of the game.
Oh yeah, we have to actually put limits down, right? Are we gonna do stuff like that?
No glitching.
Right, but how many? Which bosses? Oh, well, yeah, any build. Okay.
Yeah.
I just
build to your preference.
I just want to say to your point, though, Zach, Aaron's music is fantastic and great and lovely. But last time I played Aaron's music on the channel, a record label slapped a DMCA takedown on me. So I don't really want to risk that. Thank you.
There's an integrated multi-Twitch feature. There we go.
Oh, that's a nice idea. We could do
Yeah, we'll figure this out. I mean, it's going to be 6 more months before James beats Dark Souls 3, so we got a little bit of time to plan. But let's maybe
six,
start.
6 months is
a
ambitious.
thread.
I mean, some people are saying 18. I mean, 6 months is quite an ambitious.
Let's start a thread in the Discord. That's like the challenge thread, and we can hash it out there with everybody.
I was gonna say, I know with all this sports stuff, people like to gamble, and there must be something like we should start picking a day randomly that everyone like can, we pool like $1 in everybody, and whoever wins the day that James beats it
gets all. They get to pick the charity that they wanted to go to.
Yeah,
James keeps the money. We get to know how greedy he actually is in his heart.
Yeah, just like Amber Heard.
Who's Amber Heard?
Too topical, huh, guys? Johnny Depp and.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he won. Forget about it.
Our young hero, I think we should switch Zach and Morgan for a while and do Morgan, Danny, Zach, James for a couple weeks. Oh, that would be nice. But
that is insanity.
Okay.
The only problem is that Zach hasn't... Oh, you've beat the bosses that we're on now, but I don't think you've done... Oh, no, I beat him the next one, too.
I beat him with you, so, what am I... And what I recall was pretty much...
Me dragging you into each.
Yeah, I'd summon you and be like, "Let's get through this area quick," and then
yeah,
I'd have to be referring to the wiki a lot.
I would switch it up though, but I mean, if you think that I get angry with James,
God,
how mad Zach is gonna get?
No, I mean it'd be
Zach loves me. Zach fucking loves me.
Does he love your
not
gameplay though?
Get mad. I think so. I think that's what he loves the most about me.
I'm just gonna be like, can we play Moki Jam? Can we just something else?
Yeah, I would say that
switch that up once.
We should switch it up.
I think we should get Mitch involved again on your end.
Danny? Yeah. So someone's asking where'd that go. Somebody said, "Oh, can Zach and Danny get help since they never played Dark Souls 3?" I would say that the chat can help as much as they want, but it needs to be something we can all see.
Well, we're not done with Dark Souls 1 yet, and then I assume we'd do 2. Have you played 2, Zach?
We're talking about the stream, Danny.
The Dark Souls
you mean
put the pills back in the container, Danny.
Oh,
put
sorry,
the pills down.
I thought we'd moved on from this 4-way race thing.
No, we're all horses in these people's minds.
I was talking about me having to do it at soul level 1. That's too much of a handicap.
I don't want the help. I want to see if I can beat James in this race without any assistance as a complete novice with no foreknowledge whatsoever. I want to see if I can still beat James. That's my kind of goal.
That would be nasty.
That's what I mean. It'd be funny if I did.
What I don't think you guys realize is I'm on a hero's journey, and heroes overcome incredible odds. Like, have you seen stories? The movie Rudy?
Yeah.
And I'm living my story right now. And
Rudy played one play or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he couldn't be even entrusted with the ring. Okay, that was given to Frodo. Rudy couldn't handle it.
Rudy couldn't handle it.
He wasn't like, "Here you go, Sam." Gamgee? I can't remember his last name. Why?
Well, soul level 1?
Gamgee?
Maybe that's how I should train. I should play a soul level 1 on the stream while leading up to this match.
Oh, and you just choose good 80s montage songs in the background. You're the best around. No one's ever gonna keep you down.
So I think we should move on, and then this is because it's painful, but I need to get through this to grow.
Oh my god! Sorry guys, James is in a hurry again.
He refuses to take responsibility for this train wreck. First of all, James, as James said at 5236, he'd given much more detailed instructions on multiple previous videos. I wasn't going to keep giving that level of detail each week after they kept getting ignored. Second, why wouldn't Morgan just Google Dark Souls 3 DLC Coliseum Pyro NPC Invader as soon as they realized they didn't know where to go? Pyro. It would have saved them a ton of time. This whole endeavor should have taken 5 minutes, not 65 minutes. All right.
Well,
and those are fair statements.
Except for we don't Google stuff unless it's like...
Sometimes we do. Maybe this was one of those times we should have.
But we went to the right place in the first place. We just didn't see the door.
Yeah, that was the problem. Is my own eyes didn't see the door
And
So
memory,
I
because you
followed
had
the
been there before.
instructions. What?
You had been there before.
Well, I had when he first gave those detailed instructions, I had checked also and didn't see it, but we just moved on.
Yeah.
Then the second time we went and we looked and I still didn't see it. And then we should have just Googled it because we tried twice. Why 3 times the charm to bring so much harm to this? But yeah, so El Scorcho has some good points there.
And isn't the spell kind of garbage?
I don't think so. That's the I mean it's garbage for this boss, but I think it's a good spell.
I do Google stuff on the video, but only every once in a while. I didn't think that I kept feeling like we were at the cusp of finding this thing. That's why I wasn't Googling it.
Yeah, when I'm at the cusp, I do not go to Google. I just keep it going.
Danger Dad says my spine shaped itself into a staircase watching this video. That's pretty funny. My Backseat Gaming says you made my day when you found it and then slipped. Yeah, that was pretty awful. But the second time down there was much faster. Knowing that there was a door was much easier to find that again. Oh, but I had found it before. Because I had been there before, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Was the game footage choppy? Game footage seemed very choppy in parts from Brad Hahn.
I think it was choppy in some parts, but that was me recording on my laptop.
That's
because I was in Sedona. That was one of the reasons also that we didn't want to go against the boss, because I thought that there was at least a possibility that the whole video wouldn't have worked.
Zach's a real boy. I love what James wasted in Estus and Ember. Just fucking brilliant. Oh, beautiful. This is James, and this is why we love him. Kamikaze.
You were right by the bonfire when you did it too. It was beautiful.
Enthusiastically like the end of that Rob Cantor musical video named Shia LaBeouf, which is an amazing video. If you haven't seen that, go check that out.
I have not seen it.
You haven't? Oh, you should go watch it. It's very, very good.
It's very fun.
Ralph Murphy. So there is an hour of my life I will never get back. It really is too bad they haven't invented anything that would let you guys look up stuff, like a wiki maybe during the middle or start of an episode, so you guys could figure out where to go. And it's not like you hadn't been to this place before, but please follow viewers. No more sending them back after items they will never use, or even items they might use. So just no more going back. Forward only. Dark Page. This is actually a good shower episode, which I wish I had known. These are the episodes where Dark Page puts it on to give us a view and uses it as background noise while he showers. Just in case you didn't know what that was.
I found it very hard to jerk off to, just to be fair, just to chime in.
It wasn't frustrating enough? I know.
Yeah. It's already frustrating enough. I don't need that on top of it. Pop in my bowl bag.
Holy
my bullets. Alexander Bollocks?
Pill, it's kind of weird. Giving exact instructions feels like too much, but apparently it is a dire necessity. Or James just didn't want to get his ass handed over to him by the boss whole video. I don't think you're going to beat the boss in the next video. That's the other sad part where, like, it's going to be three videos of you fighting that boss. Dangerous 87, 1924, just marking this for the history books. James admitting he was wrong. Oh, can I see that?
I don't think that it's necessary.
We can try.
You'll be able to see it, but you won't be able to hear me say it, and I'll never say it again.
That's not right. No, what? That's the wrong bit. There we go.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I
need to figure out a proper way to play clips on this. Really,
I mean, I could hear it. I could hear it too.
Like I loved it.
It sounded like shit, but I heard it.
I guess it was more just so we don't have random clips of freaking Skeletor or whatever that was. I mean,
how did you do that? What did you do?
I have no idea how that. I just clicked.
Are you one of those people who double click links without knowing that that's what they do?
No, I'm not. I don't double click a hyperlink. Do I look like that kind of person to you?
I don't know. I'm starting to question what type of person I really know.
Dark Souls 3 Part 65. Two confused old men struggling to recall where they are and what is happening. Ralph Murphy. These guys aren't even that old. They just have no freaking memories. John Vigo, Gronbach. They might need it to light less candles? I don't know. For the record, I don't like candles.
Yeah.
He says no to candles, guys. He wears his care shirt all the time.
Yeah, so in retrospect, like as
I don't
long
know
as
what I'm
I'm
doing.
able to
Drugs
keep up
are
with Morgan's memories,
required
then I haven't done
everywhere?
too much damage to my brain.
What are the characters from the Muppets? The two old guys that...
Statler and Waldorf.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't remember stuff.
Yeah. Checkmate. Win.
Neolite. Okay, this is to whoever sent you guys on another wild goose chase. Thank you for more broken souls.
Neolite enjoyed it.
Here's the Lori Foster comment. Going in circles, inventory management, and knowing James refuses to learn. Just another day at GameFront? Question mark? Excited question mark? What are we going to do going forward to be better, James?
I'm going to do some inventory management before I even let you in my computer with Parsec. And once I get started with the video, I will no longer do inventory management.
Well, here's the thing, James. We need to know what you're doing because, like, we don't... They need to see, like, the bad ring choices that you're making and, like, the weird armor that you're putting on. Your
I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You just need to get a setup and then just leave it. Unless you get, like, an item that is, like, way better, then you just leave it.
Okay.
Shout out to El Mono Mike for the follow, for the hosting us, and also for the Patreon subscription. Thank you for all three of those.
Let's go.
I just want to add one thing to your conversation. I learned a long time ago working in testing and web development and stuff that sometimes you can get a lot of feedback, but sometimes you can't follow all of it, and sometimes you just have to go with your own vision and just discuss. Like, you can't please everybody, I guess. And maybe we just need to. Maybe you guys just need to do your own thing, and actually we should do less listening to the comments. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's always it's a pendulum. You know, we're always swinging away where we're not listening enough to the comments, and then now, you know, we've gone to the other end where we're listening too much to the comments.
But on a good day, the blade is just slicing right through the meat of it.
Mm-hmm.
And during all of it, James is just cruising the Midwest.
Have you made it to Sense Fortress yet?
What? Excuse me?
Danny? Have you made it to Sense Fortress yet?
Don't answer that question.
I can't answer that question.
so yeah, but in a future video that's not up yet. All right.
Anyway, Nick, Laurie's comment's there, isn't it? Isn't this Laurie's comment? Nick saying find Laurie's comment.
We found it.
It's here.
We found it, Nick. We found it.
There's nothing held in review, and this seems to be for Laurie. So
inventory management, knowing James refuses to learn. Just another day.
I think there was probably something different if it was Canadian humor, unless it's over my head and I don't get it, and that's a joke.
It is a joke.
Yeah. Wait, that joke's pretty clear, right? Yeah.
But that's pretty American. There doesn't need to be a U in it at all.
But if a Canadian is saying it, then it is spelled with a U.
Okay,
and it's definitely really funny in their case because they're Canadian and they're not funny.
Wow. It's just all of Canada?
Wow.
All of Canada.
What about Mike Myers?
Yeah. Keep him. The Love Guru, you can keep it. Austin Powers was not worth it.
What about So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I take everything back.
Thank
Ryan
you.
Reynolds, he's funny. I Want a Cricket Phone. Rick Moranis, John Candy. You're right. Canadians are funny.
Mm-hmm.
But forget about... God, never mind.
All right, so I have no choice. I need to use the restroom. I'll be back.
You have that mug.
Yeah, just use your diaper.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's full of peanut butter, right?
Oh yeah.
You can't add lemonade to peanut butter. That's disgusting.
Did you guys see those all new foam always pads?
Why would I have seen that, Morgan?
I don't know. I saw it on a commercial. I just didn't know if other people were talking about it or.
You see, I don't actually watch TV, so I don't really see commercials. I'm so out of touch with commercials.
I only watch them when I'm watching Love Island or any other sport.
Oh, of course you do. Or
Wait,
any other sport. So Love Island is a sport.
Oh, Love Island is 100% a sport.
Gross. Wow. a lot of hands on hand.
No,
Love Island. Why are you watching ads with Love Island? Isn't that on Netflix?
No, you're thinking of F Boy Island.
What?
Yeah, there's a new one called F Boy Island on Netflix. Oh no, is it on HBO Max? It's on HBO Max. That one is not going to be good. That one's crazy. There's 3 girls and like 20 guys are vying for their attention, and the girls have to find out which of them are actually there for love and which of them are F boys. It's bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
Love Island looks classy in comparison to that show.
Yeah. Even when you did describe it as like midway through the season, they bring in like a bunch of ringers or something like, "Hey, you ready to fuck this different group of people now?"
It's so crazy. So it's tiered. They did Casa Amor like a couple weeks ago, and everyone the Casa Amor girls were like they split everybody up and bring new girls in. Were like kind of like very forward and like I don't know, weird. But now they're bringing in 3 girls that are like X times hotter than even the girls that are in the like there now, as the like final ringers to try to tempt some of the guys away.
Huh.
It's gonna be a nightmare. A good nightmare.
I started pizza.
He's cooking again.
Pizza?
He's cooking during fan mail again.
Oh, sorry guys, I gotta get up and go to the bathroom. I don't want to.
You found a smaller place.
I have to do it.
You found a smaller place than your Venice apartment. That the bathroom's actually like you could reach the kitchen and do everything at once.
Well, when I was all the way up and I happened to have washed my hands, I was like, "Well, this is a great opportunity to prepare food." So
James, this is ridiculous. How long is it going to take you to cook a pizza?
How long did it take?
About wasting time.
Pizza pockets.
Well, what's going to happen is in 20 minutes, I'm going to take the pizza out.
And then you're going to be like, we got to end the stream.
You know what I mean? We've got 20 minutes left to do the rest of the stream now because you're cooking again.
No,
you're cooking
I'm
pizza
just going to take it out of I'm just going to take it out of the oven then. And then I'll let it cool as long as it takes before the end of the stream.
Well,
I'm a good boy.
You should be able to just set it and forget it. Rest in peace.
Unbelievable. Anyway, thank you, Edwin Ties, for the sub as well. People are all over the Twitch and things today. Anyway,
you got me twitching. I got my
Nick
emoji
Hanley,
baiter in.
Nick Hanley says, "Sorry, we're on a time scale now." Zach, James has pizza.
Yeah, we have to end in 20 minutes because James is making pizza.
So if you could just not interrupt because we got pizza.
You're not going to start getting antsy once the pizza's done.
I'm antsy. I want pizza.
Out of the oven. So
8:00 in the morning. Where do I get pizza?
Before we move on, because I heard about. Oh my gosh, my phone's listening to me.
Mine did that to me earlier too.
I had to listen to all about what that is, and I don't think you explained it very well. I think that it's probably a sign of the end of days. There is an island of men, like 12 of them are decent human beings, and the other ones are
It's F Boy Island,
and are self-described F boys, which means that they con women into having sex with them and make them think they're good people. So these women are going onto the island to find out whether or not they're with and having sex with people that are conning them or not conning them. And they've already voted off like 3 of the decent human beings.
No, really? Trash. Wait, you're watching it and spoiling it for us?
Spoiler alert, dude. Come on.
Well,
I'm about to sign up for my subscription so I can watch the Suicide Squad and then jerk it to this F-Boy Island afterwards.
I would never watch this. I will never, but I had to listen to the people talking about it in the car yesterday.
I was going to say, this sounds like the worst TV show I've ever heard of. Like, this is that's terrible.
You should take those headphones with you more often.
I will say that Love Island is a fine oiled machine now because they've been on enough like seasons that like there's a formula to everything, and that's why I say it's a sport because there's like set periods of the game and like quarters and rules and like it's very good.
I mean, look, Love Island.
Water boy.
Love Island doesn't sound great. Like it's not my cup of tea. But I mean, the thing James
they say that all the time on the UK version. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I mean, at least the thing James just described, that just sounds morally bankrupt. Like what the?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. Yeah. Anyway.
Though, if you want to get an impression of how people from the UK act, I would watch the first 2 seasons of Love Island from the UK, and that's exactly how every person in the UK is.
No, that's how people on Love Island in the UK acts. That's not representative of the population at large. Thank you.
The first 2 seasons were the trashiest things I've ever seen. People were smashing on the first night. Like, everyone got there on camera, smashing, like, in a room with everyone's beds are in the same room. And they were like smashing the first night, and they were still letting them smoke cigarettes on TV, so that everyone's smoking cigarettes the whole time. Like, it was wild. It's wild. It's
surprised they didn't burn the place down.
it was crazy.
Oh,
it's a good
so
watch.
Pelagius nails it, and I haven't thought of this either, but I think this is why I don't like any of this trash TV. But he says it's basically Among Us, but instead of traitors stabbing the rest of the crew with a knife, it's a dick. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. That's not, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, James, you need to show us this pizza when it's done.
I will. Hopefully.
Oh, I have an announcement.
Oh, really? We're only an hour
I
in.
have
Go
to
on.
wait for next week, sadly.
No. I went camping this weekend. It was beautiful. Everything was great. But I was sitting at the like picnic bench, and I was wearing Crocs, and my foot like was up a little bit, like I was up on my toes, so there was like a small gap in between my foot and the Croc, and a bee flew into my Croc and stung me, like ripped his stinger out in the bottom of my foot, and it's the most intense pain that I felt in a long time. I thought about Zach's hand swelling up from that centipede bite.
yeah.
I didn't
That
hear about this.
that must have hurt
Centipedes did
way
bite.
more. But this I haven't been stung by a bee in a long time, and the bottom of the foot is not the place that you want to get stung.
No, because then you're just you walking around.
Yeah.
Suck.
I was just,
And the way it puffs up is so just. Ugh.
mine didn't puff
Still-
up, but I
Oh.
got like it got splotchy around there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
you're-
bit like
you're-
6 times or something. It turns out.
How? What were you doing?
It was in my parents' outdoor sink. It was like clogged, which looked like leaves. So I just jammed my finger down in there. And
Jesus
turned around.
Christ!
And he just, or she, I don't know, grabbed onto my finger and just bit it up and down. But that's what I peeled
my
earlier.
God.
But
Did
like
you
that
have
was
to-
that was the initial bite, and then it bit me like a bunch of times on the side. But you can't see those anymore. That's the one that it was like.
I'm never
Fuck
coming
you.
to Hawaii.
It's weird. Their place gets them all the time. I live barely 5 minutes away. They never show up.
Huh.
It's crazy. And I haven't been bitten since I moved back from California. So it's. Yeah.
The memories.
Yes. Oh, to reminisce.
I got a picture of mine too. I'll put it up on the Discord eventually.
Yeah. Plus, it was my right hand. I mean, yeah, your foot not walking around doesn't. I mean, it obviously sucks, but I wasn't really able to do much.
You
I
guys
mean, it
shouldn't
was
be
fine
allowed in
after
nature.
after 15 minutes or so. Like the pain went down, and then I threw a sock on and a regular shoe, and we went for a hike. It wasn't crazy, but it was just for those 15 minutes, it was like intense. Like I haven't felt pain like that in a long time.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, we got to rule it on. James has got pizza in the oven, so
Oh yeah. Kamikaze Ice, Peak Gaming, Lore Vids, Dark Page, Chris, Backseat Gaming Studios. Game's not bad. I wouldn't play it, but it's okay. Kamikaze Ice, come on, Toshi.
7 episodes in, he's saying that.
Michael Shearer, James presents Resident Evil lore videos. Win, James.
Ooh, yeah.
Those would be a hell of a lot easier than Dark Souls. I'm not saying I'm going to do it, but that would be
Get out of here.
easier lore.
Pelagius, Resident Evil 5 is so different because Capcom tried to capitalize on both booming at the time co-op feature and Resident Evil 4's widely successful turn towards more action-oriented gameplay along with its features. Still ended up being pretty good, yet half-assed. Like, you can't change the shoulder view or the distinguishing greenish filter the game has. As for new hentai tentacle stuff, it's because Resident Evil 4 got new bioweapon in form of parasite instead of a virus. That's why those transformations are the thing, and why wounds on Josh's face don't end with totally unexpected zombification. P.S. PSS, I love how first time you didn't run from the challenge ended up with Morgan whacking the boss with a stick. I'll do it.
Uh-huh.
Scrolling up.
Isn't Ouroboros like the Infinity thing?
Yeah.
It's like the snake eating its own tail or whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, don't get James started. He will talk about it.
Oh, okay,
a long
sorry.
time.
I like
he's
it.
And then the
he's got
pizza will
in
be
them.
It's like my
burnt, yeah.
spirit animal is the Uraburu.
How much time we got on that pizza, James? It's 11:11. You should wish that it's done.
Hey, if we finish the comments quick enough, can he have to pull it out right then and eat it?
Oh yeah, you should have to eat it hot on
people,
camera.
people
Or
want to
if we
see
get
it.
it real quick, it'll still be uncooked.
What's up, Red Rhinelander?
Yeah, Dark Page said they want to see the pizza when it's done. So
Yeah, we want to see this.
It's already been promised. Everyone calm down.
We want to see the pizza that's more important than the stream.
You guys can see it. It's just gonna be. What the thing is, it's not more important than the stream. It's just something that we can do at the same time.
I can't wait for
I'll
the
take the pizza
Punkert gets the pizza from you. Like, no, Punkert, I must show everyone on the stream.
He drops it on the way, and Punkert eats it, and then he doesn't have pizza to show, and then we're like, "You're a liar!"
Just like your teacher with their homework being eaten. Teacher didn't eat the homework though.
Update on my security job. Heard a guy in his room screaming, "Take this motherfucking lizard and burn it because it can't walk without my help." And another guy who talking about everything green having the properties of the Hulk, like broccoli. They got to get a movie director in here with me because there are just so many great one-liners. Anyways, little tip for the playthrough. The ballistic and melee vests are invincible, and I think it takes 25% of a normal attack. So the main idea is to put it in the middle slot of the inventory so it doesn't take up one of the 4 D-pad quick slots. That's a good one. That's good tips. Gamefront VOD says, Morgan looking cute. Does anyone know where I can see his live stream VODs? Oh, that's a nice comment.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, who controls that account again? I forget.
Real Boy says, I've heard they are hosted on ING VidVods. God damn it. Crispy Adventure Bits, question mark?
Trolls unite!
I had a thought. Since you two are the Adventure Bits, and you now own technically a majority share in Gamefront, does that not mean actually Adventure Bits took over Gamefront and not the other way around? And therefore, Zach can now shut his mouth whenever he says that I did a corporate takeover of Adventure Bits.
So they did a corporate takeover?
They did a corporate takeover of me, really. I mean, that's kind of how that's...
But this is like Ben and Jerry's taking over, I don't know, Breyers. Braziers. That's what I was thinking about.
It's Breyers.
Breyers?
Okay.
I just wanted to talk.
I know.
Who's got fires? Zach has fires. We don't have fires here, though. The ocean, James was telling me the ocean is filled with poop right now.
It's so bad. There was a historically large sewage spill about 3 weeks ago from the Hyperion sewage, and it's in, I think, Long Beach, which isn't that close. And I didn't smell it at first because part of the time I was in Sedona. But what wasn't announced is that was a big deal when the largest historic sewage spill happened. They've never been able to fix it. Every day, 200 million more gallons of partially treated wastewater is being poured into the ocean by my house. And now at night, it doesn't happen during the day, but after the sun settles and the temperature drops, the smell of just fucking sewage is overwhelming. But it's still warm enough. We have to keep our doors open and our windows open, but we have to light incense everywhere because it smells like sewage.
Oh.
Can I just say that there are so many signs of the apocalypse? Like, everything's on fire. There's a shitnami or a shitnado, whichever you prefer, Pill. Both will work. Everything's fine where I'm at. But the fires, and the taking over of Gamefront, all of the signs of the apocalypse are here. I hope you guys stay safe, but glad we're all in it together, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. Right now, it doesn't smell bad, but I know about 7 or 8 o'clock, it's going to start reeking again. It's awful.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Well, and then the funny thing is you get used to it by the end of the night. So by 10 o'clock at night, you can still smell it if you think about it, but you no longer taste it. You know?
Oh my God.
That's just
it's that bad. It's that strong where it's just kind of on your tongue. It must be because the smell is just in the air, in the humidity of the ocean breeze coming through. I'm drinking this sewage is what's happening.
Do you think that that's what Phil Collins was singing about?
Yeah. I don't know exactly.
In the air tonight?
Yeah.
You know, Do you know what might be useful? Because one of my neighbors just constantly burns rubbish, like just burns
No.
trash in the backyard.
Come
Using
on.
using an incinerator, but still, like I don't know what she burns, but just like it smells toxic.
He's a serial killer. Dan
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
realize.
Well,
Yeah, little bits of flesh.
she is associated with the
I
criminal.
hear a
underworld,
lot of
think, but,
screaming from
Wait, she's
coming over.
associated with a criminal element? What? Who
Yeah,
is this?
I don't know. I don't know her, so like I don't speak to her. or
Kenny,
anything, but
stop talking about her. Then. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not going to give any names or locations. But,
She could be Dark Page for all we know.
I mean, for all I know. But I bought one of those Philips air purifier things because it removes like smells and toxins from the air and stuff, and it works quite well. So maybe you could, maybe get one of
That's a
those,
good idea.
and it might you shut all the
But
windows.
they still
and
have to
doors
open the
and,
house up. It wouldn't.
Oh yeah, like you have to keep the doors and windows closed and then run it
I
through.
guess I
But
gotta come closer for this.
yeah.
I don't know if this is a really good time to tell this story. Can you guys still hear me when I'm
James is
whispering?
talking about his neighbor, so he's whispering.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
go
about
ahead,
your
Jim.
pizza? Worry about your pizza
So,
too.
Well, I've got a timer on my watch.
Okay.
But in the past, there's been people beaten with like clubs and things next to my window, and I was told the next day, like, why don't you come out? Like, you got to represent your block, and like, you're part of this, you're part of this street. You got to be here. So,
Oh
on
wait, James,
Friday
you got
night-
called out for not defending the block. Are you in a gang now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Who
So
needs you,
anyway,
Batman?
I think it was Friday night. There was somebody that comes out and they start claiming their Venice, and all of a sudden, like, everybody's like, "Oh, you're not fucking Venice. Are you part of the Crips? Are you part of the V3?" And like, I'm like, "Oh, I'm in my underwear because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning." So I put my boots on and I just stand outside like an idiot as a whole bunch of people surround this car. It was crazy, but everything
What
was
does
fine.
claiming Venice mean? Like the
Well,
Venice
the
gang?
story was, yeah. Well, basically, there was a car parked like next to other cars on our one-way street, so it was hard to get through. And allegedly, somebody was getting out of the car to just help the other person move through. But when the person got out of the car, the person that was trying to get through was like, "You watch out! I'm fucking Venice, bitch." And my neighbors are Venice, and they were like, "What part of Venice are you? Like, you tell us what fucking Venice you are." And they start, getting around this guy's car, who then is like, "Well,
which
I gotta
area?
go."
Which area
Yeah.
of Venice?
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
this
from-
term
I
you're
didn't
using.
understand this.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Venice are
You
you?
any
understand,
sense.
I didn't either. I don't know these things either. I'm learning. I'm learning. But apparently, you can't claim Venice unless you're V13 or you're Shoreline Crips. Because if you do
yeah.
and you're not, then you get your neck cut, son.
Yeah,
And right now,
So can I just clarify for my
neither.
own mental imagery?
that makes
So
sense.
effectively, a
James
full-blown
is becoming a crypt right now.
Well, yeah.
He's
So
working
basically, a
towards it.
full-blown gang war was about to go down. Like Uzis were about to be drawn, and you step out into the street wearing nothing but underwear and a pair of boots.
No, I was in my underwear, but like last time when everything was going down, I kind of wanted to go outside. Not that I wanted to, because it was a fucking violent storm.
But you're
I just think if anything was going to calm that situation down, just you stepping out, proud as anything, putting it all on show, and just saying, "Here we go, boys and girls. Let's just calm things down a second here." If anything was going to
this
break
is
the ice,
Venice.
that was this is Venice.
Yeah,
Took
so
me a few
Dark
minutes.
Page
I
has
got
a good
crushed.
good question.
I got
Which area do you live in? Because he can't claim that he's part of either of these groups. That's bad. But which area do you live in?
Me personally,
Yeah,
I live in Venice.
yeah, but which gang controls your neighborhood?
I don't think any do. I think that my neighbors control the area, because everybody that starts talking shit, when they come out and start talking, everybody gets real like stands up real straight and gets back in their car and leaves, which is really weird because I don't know what part they are, but
I I live in the
gotta
suburbs,
take
so
my pizza out of the oven.
the fight that I almost saw this morning wasn't nearly as cool. But one of my neighbors came out in his underwear and a t-shirt to get the trash can and bring it back to his house, and another neighbor was getting it at the same time, and for whatever reason this neighbor put his trash can across the street, so he had to walk across the street in his underwear, grab the trash can and come back. And the other neighbor, I didn't hear what he said, but said something to the guy in his underwear, like, "Oh, you should have put some shorts on. You should put some shorts on or something." and the guy was like, "What'd you say? Why you gotta say something? I'm just getting my trash can." Like it looked like they were gonna fight, and I was just getting my phone charger out of my van, but I was hoping that there'd be a little scuffle. There wasn't though. So it's the same thing essentially.
The other day, I was brake checked by a man in probably his 70s.
Okay.
And then it was right at a stop sign or whatever. So he got out of his car and walked up to my car and started to say that I hit him.
Oh,
and then he started yelling at me and calling me a pothead.
Oh, wow.
I was like so confused. I was just like, wait, what just happened? You're saying that I hit you? Yeah, I hit you? I'm just like, okay. And then he just like got back in his car and drove off. And I was like, wait. If there's fuck you. So I immediately went into rage mode and just floored my car up. And it's in a tiny shopping center. And I cut him off. And I get out of my car and I start doing this. And he just decides to floor it by me and basically like kind of squeezes me between my car. And anyway, it was one of those moments where I realized, oh, God, you almost got yourself killed there.
Yeah.
Just because you were just trying to be like, ego or whatever was like, took a hold. And I was just like, how dare you yell at me and claim that I hit you. Now I will hit you. Me man,
I'm
me
not
angry.
like you guys. Like I don't like I.
Oh, I'm
when
a
those
different
things
beast.
happen,
I'm a Karen.
begging
I'm a
for
fucking
something
Karen
to
in the
not
wild, bro.
happen. Like I'm like.
Oh, I'm
like,
very
please,
non-confrontational.
Oh,
super
I don't want
confrontational.
to. Like the last thing I want to do is go outside that night. But
But you had to. Yeah, you literally have to.
Yeah, so I.
And you had to represent Venice because you are Venice.
Yeah,
you should have a shirt that says "You are Venice." I'm Venice.
Oh God, no.
Get tattooed on you. They got those back tattoos.
Yeah, I just try to be nice, you know.
Can we see this pizza or not?
Oh yeah,
pizza's done, so we can't
It's gonna be too hot to eat.
Just put it on the plate and bring it so we can see it.
Well, it's true. If you cut it too early, then the cheese just starts pulling off of there. Man.
Oh, that is a pro tip. Once you pull a pizza out, you got to let it chill a little bit before you actually cut it.
And we just ruined his pizza by forcing him to do it.
He doesn't have to cut it. We just want to see the pizza and then watch
it.
Oh,
that's true. But then, don't you think Aaron's gonna be like, "Where are you going with that whole pizza?" I'm gonna show everybody on the stream. They want to see the pizza. So that's the company. That's the company you own.
The dark page.
The kitchen is like
you must be a toxic driver.
I still think he's in Sedona for some weird reason, but that's why I'm surprised it's taking so long.
Yeah, what is he doing?
I'm telling you, he's probably trying to cut a slice.
I was trying to pick the perfect like sauce to bring in here because I'm not getting up again. I mean, it's bubbling. It's bubbling.
Oh wait, what is that?
James. French bread pizza?
James, that's pizza bread. That's not. You can't claim that as pizza.
I was expecting a full pizza there.
Everybody remember, this is a man who comes from Chicago. They have a very weird idea of pizza.
Yeah.
Well, you want me to casserole on top of a piece of bread?
Wait,
yeah.
Can we see that again? We didn't get a good look at it.
I can't tell what you can see or not.
Okay, well, I'm looking at. Is that chili and cheese on top?
I was going to say that. I mean, that's a
pizza. It's French bread pizza that's burnt, and then I put on top of it cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese
on the pizza that already existed.
Yeah,
is this something you buy frozen, or are you putting?
It's a Stouffer's, right? That's like a Stouffer's French bread pizza.
I don't know what the brand is, but I recently got a Costco card, and it's like the best thing that ever happened.
Oh, it's the Kirkland signature ones.
Pizza bread that you're buying.
Yeah,
and then you're adding cheese on top of it because it's too healthy.
It doesn't have. Yeah, it needs more cheese.
Nick Hanley, I don't. Look, you need to explain this Laurie's comment thing. Is it a joke? Because she keeps. Shut up, you. You keep mentioning about Laurie's comment. We've read Laurie's comment. I don't understand. Like you have to copy paste it, do something.
It's the Canadian sense of humor. You have to read it twice before you really get it. Forget about it.
Are we talking about this one?
I don't think that's the comment.
We got 5 upvotes and we all read it multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm getting confused.
I'm telling you, that's not the comment. There's no way that's the comment.
There's no other comment. There's that comment, and then held in review. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Are you unfiltered?
Your wife's lying to you, Nick.
Held in review. Nothing there.
Commented to.
It just says going in circles, inventory management, and knowing James refuses to. Yeah, the filter.
No.
Is it public subscribers? Is there like shameful subscribers, hidden subscribers?
A lot of them.
Oh, you mean if you filter it to public subscribers, you only get the subscribe? Oh, we can see you isn't subscribing now. Shame,
Oh.
shame,
I'm pretty sure
shame,
everyone that's commenting is
Shame.
subscribed.
shame. Well, no, apparently not. Apparently
We found
not.
it.
Oh.
But is it the one that we've been looking at? It's getting
That just
hot
says
in here.
okay, here it is, but I can't see it. Can you see
Take off
that?
all your
Is that on
clothes.
a-
Going in circles, inventory management, and knowing James refuses to learn. Just another day at GameFront?
That's
Is
actually
it that one? That's the
it's
only one
funnier
we
and
can
funnier
find.
every time we
when
read it.
because when I
know,
see
that needs to be on a shirt. Just that on the front.
the Twitch chat doesn't look normal to me because I see it in a different. I
Because
see
he's
it
in
within
the
OBS.
United Kingdom, it's completely different. Left and right.
I see it within
first.
OBS, so it doesn't have. If you posted something, I can't see it. Like if you post that, if you posted a link or something, I don't seem to see that.
It doesn't seem like anyone thinks that that's pizza, James.
Yeah, it's really all about the triangle. I mean, I don't know. Square pizza is sometimes pretty enjoyable at a bar. You get that kind of style.
I mean, pizza comes in a circle, not a triangle.
The problem is that like at my house we make like gourmet pizza. Like we make the dough from scratch. We make the sauce. We've got
I want to.
Very nice pizza oven with a stone in it.
Oh
No, you don't. Do you really?
Oh
Yeah, we make pizza
God,
here like
I've
every
always
Friday.
wanted to have one of those.
It's amazing.
All right. I never want to hear my voice like that again.
I can see the comment now. It just gets censored every single time.
Oh, you can see it.
She said, "I didn't say to eat a bowl of dicks. I said eat Ebola dicks."
That is pretty funny, and now I also know why it keeps getting censored.
Yep, that explains
why
everything.
is the video getting censored? Because I said James needs to eat a bag of dicks on the video.
So basically, we're gonna have a special line of Lori T-shirts, Lori quotes,
Well,
and
I'm
then
glad
just Nick Hanley's mug on the back of it.
I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. Anyway, Danny Souls episode number 18. I can't believe it's been 18 already. Feels longer.
I know you're a
That's right.
full-grown adult now.
I wouldn't
So
go
proud of
quite
you.
that far.
You're 18. Get out of the house.
18.
You're
under
No,
age
you
now.
should admit it. Descends Fortress by now.
I'm not allowed to talk about that. Danger Dad says so. If you check the
Wait,
stats,
did you fight my girl in this video? I'm gonna.
this was the this was the boss, wasn't it?
Yeah, you're getting really close to fighting my girlfriend.
Is she like the what do you call it? I don't know what she
Spider
is.
Queen.
Spider Queen
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's who I was fighting in this episode. Yeah, didn't
I
defeat
love
her
that
yet,
boss fight.
but yeah.
You haven't beat her yet? She's easy peasy.
Well,
There's
I
no way
mean-
you beat James at Dark Souls 3.
Yeah, I guess we should have changed. Just could have switched partners before this episode.
I got
think I was
very,
very
very, very
helpful.
close to defeating her, and I mean, again, I can't talk about other episodes, but
Yeah.
in this episode, I got very close to defeating
Have you
her.
fixed your weight issue yet?
I mean, you keep trying to get me to spoil things, and I'm trying not to spoil future episodes because I keep getting in trouble for doing that.
This is
and every
this is
question
why
you
you
ask
don't
me,
record multiple episodes at a time.
I know,
This
but
is
we
a lesson you
record
have to
on.
learn.
But me and Zach record on weekends, and therefore you do fan mail on Monday, and I don't know how I can. How can I record it on Saturday, release it on Sunday to talk about it on Monday? I suppose I could do that, but it's a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And Danny does not like putting in a lot of effort. Just ask his ex-girlfriends.
Wow.
Zing.
Oh my god,
Can I get one?
Zach!
High five.
Hell, what
Five.
the heck? This is mean.
Bazinga! Anyway, Danger Dad says, so if you check the stats on your grass crest shield, you'll notice it actually only blocks 98% of the physical damage. And when you couple that with a passive stamina buff, it is, in my opinion, the best shield in the game. The only times I've ever swapped it out for a different shield is for extra defense against either fire or magic in special circumstances. Fair enough. I do quite like the grass crest shield. Oh, is he eating the pizza? Sorry, James.
Oh yeah, let's
It looks like the pizza's eating him. It's burning the inside of his mouth, probably.
Can we stop calling it pizza and just call it
Oh, that's
pizza bread
true.
or whatever it is?
Or cheese bread. Cheesy bread.
I mean,
cheesy bread.
it looked more like when he held it up to the screen, it looked more like a
with
Philly
those standards,
cheesesteak
like,
to
look
me.
at the
But
pizza that I had for breakfast.
That's
does
my
that make
favorite
sense?
pizza. That's New York style.
Yeah, New York style pizza that I'm eating.
New York
Could
style.
just be any
God,
kind of pizza.
imagine if they started having flavors like that.
It would just taste like
the word-
throw up.
Now I'm gonna have a blister. There's this part between my teeth, my front teeth behind them, the gums or whatever you call the roof of your mouth gums. Well, now there's a bubble in it, and it's like,
Oh.
Why
been
are you
for
eating
like
that
3 days.
pizza?
Yeah, you might want to
I
wait.
didn't want to even have it in here. You guys were the ones who were like, bring the pizza in.
yeah, we said that we told you to show people the pizza. We didn't tell you to
Yeah,
eat
we
the
said
pizza.
you don't have to eat
We
it.
didn't say
People said
get
to eat
third-degree burns on the top of your mouth.
People said to eat it. People
Nobody,
said to eat it.
no,
It's not-
literally nobody
Oh,
said to eat it. Not a single
I
person
hear
said
if
eat
you
it.
take the peanut butter from your diaper and put it out, it heals it. It's really good.
Like,
Or no,
Anyway,
maybe it just burns in
this-
butter. I can't remember.
This was a good test anyway, because this is a good point. We were trying to see if you'd learned the lesson from Dark Souls 3, not to just listen blindly to everything people tell you to do. And did you listen, James? Did you do it?
I
Yes, you did.
Everything some people said to do.
I mean, if
no
the
one's
chat
saying
told you
eat.
to
I'm reading
like,
through the chat.
if
He
if
took it
yeah,
from there.
not that anybody actually told you to eat it, but if the chat told you to jump off the
Red
bridge, would you do it?
Rhinelander said, "Eat the pizza."
Where?
Okay, and that's whose fault it is.
Where?
If you, it's
Mm.
before the driving.
I see it.
conversation,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there.
So it's
He's
not my
one
fault.
one person said it. He had to do it.
It's not my
It's
fault.
like a disease. Like
Yeah.
like if he told you to jump off the Empire State Building, would you do that? I mean, I don't.
There could have been 12
Along
people
with-
after that said, "Don't eat the pizza. Don't eat the pizza." But he saw the eat the pizza, and he's just like, "Gotta eat that pizza."
This is a microcosm of what's happening in Dark Souls 3. Somebody
Yeah.
says that to do something, and then like
That's
we
what I'm
do
saying.
it.
He hasn't learned his lesson. He hasn't learned his lesson.
Not at all.
Got to rub his nose in
He
it.
doesn't
Rub
remember
your nose in
there's
that
a
pizza.
lesson to be learned. That's the thing. He's just moved on.
Have another bite of pizza if that's what's gonna take.
He'll never take personal responsibility and just be like, "I wanted to eat the pizza."
Yeah,
That's the thing that's
Okay,
most
okay,
upsetting.
that's not so bad.
pizza look good.
But it's funny because whenever you ask him to make lore videos, he doesn't want to do that. That's the one thing he refuses to do.
The same reason I won't jump off the Empire State Building. That's a long drive. That's a long way up. It's a lot of effort. But if you want me to put some pizza in my mouth, I'll probably do it.
It's just right in the freezer.
I enjoy your justification for not jumping off the Empire State Building, not because you would die, but because it's a long drive to get
Hey,
there.
you don't know
That's-
that he would die.
I mean,
you don't know that. People have
What
jumped
if he
out
has
of
that
airplanes
cat
and lived.
thing?
Yeah, just like able to float down, kind of thing, or is it you mean land on all fours?
Cats have a terminal velocity of like that when they are dropped from like high enough, they hit the ground soft enough because of the way that their bodies are made.
Yeah, but if I dropped a cat out of a plane, that cat's fucking getting smushed.
No, it
It's-
wouldn't.
No.
It wouldn't. Look it up.
You look it up.
I have. That's why I know.
I need
Morgan
proof. I need to
spent a
see.
long time trying to
Drop
find cats,
cats.
that smushed out of airplanes, and we couldn't find a single one.
There's a ton of documentation about it.
They're
I know
more
a cat
likely to
survived
die from
recently
being
jumping
dropped
out
like
of.
10 feet.
Okay, so it's okay.
Here it is. Terminal velocity. While falling, a cat spreads out its body to increase drag. An average-sized cat with its limbs extended achieves a terminal velocity of about 60 miles per hour, while an average-sized man reaches a terminal velocity of about 120 miles per hour.
Mm.
Can a cat survive terminal velocity? From 2 to 7 stories up, cats don't have enough time to reach terminal velocity and prep for landing feet first, but once they hit terminal velocity, the instinct changes and they parachute their limbs. All that said, don't throw your cat out of a window.
just
Okay,
because he needed
that's really
saying.
what we wanted to get at. Just
Yeah.
don't tempt fate, okay? Your cat may not turn into the fucking flying squirrel that you believe it'll
Well,
become.
and if you've got like a chubby cat, or
Whiskers!
like there's some mitigating factors.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
I forgot. She only had one arm or one paw or whatever you fucking refer to him. Oh, it's just. Thank God we don't have as big of a reach. We'd have to worry about people actually doing this.
Ooh, anyway,
Rating it
there was a
Next, Goatsy.
there was a whole debate about this shield. and whether it blocks enough damage or not, because it blocks 95% physical. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I quite like the grass shield. I don't really
Yeah,
feel
you
the need
should
to
keep
change
it.
it.
It's good.
And it's not like I used the shield often enough to justify a different shield anyway. Frankly.
Yeah.
Right. You get the stamina boost, so it's pretty sweet.
Were the outside of nickels always smooth, or is this a new thing?
You mean the rim of
I'm
a
so
nickel?
confused.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Well,
a
you
type
don't
of
have
currency we have in America.
I know what a nickel is. I'm just more like, should I? I mean, I can give up on my video. To be honest, we don't have to read the comments. I can just.
No, we want to read these
We're
comments.
getting there. There's just questions that are needed to be answered in the world, Danny.
Is it
nickels
true
are
that if
always
you throw
smooth
a
on the
nickel,
outside. Dimes and quarters have ridges.
Okay.
if you throw a nickel off the Empire State Building and it landed on somebody, would it kill them?
Not a cat.
Yeah, because the
I don't
cat.
think so.
The cat would paw it back. It's quick
But
reflexes.
this Danger Dad thread is actually going into something pretty interesting to me. Because he says, one says it's a great shield without doubt, but it blocks 95% physical, almost meaningless difference. But I wanted to get accurate info. So it's not 98, it's 95. Danger Dad says, LOL, shit, I just checked and you're right. Did they change it in an update? I feel like it was 98 in Souls 1. Shows what I know, I suppose. Here's a question. I just watched a documentary called Glitch in the Matrix. And there's all these things, and I don't believe it, but I'm just going to pose this out here. What if that it really was 98 and there's a glitch in the Matrix? Because did you know the Berenstain Bears are actually the Berenstain Bears? And they've always been
The
Berenstain?
Berenstein Bears.
Okay.
No,
There you go.
they're Berenstain, AIN, and they've always
No.
been.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep. Go look it up.
No.
That's
Okay.
the glitch in the Matrix.
And I
The
have
Mandela effect, I think,
have
is what it's
some
actually
information
called.
about the nickel. No, it would not hurt anybody. And they did a MythBusters about it. If you dropped a nickel off the Empire State Building, it wouldn't hurt anybody.
Oh, it wouldn't like cut them in half like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Terminal velocity. What if you dropped a cat though at terminal velocity? Would it kill a human being?
I don't
No,
know
because
if
it's
you
actually
can-
slower than a person. Because it's gonna. But then it could be
Oh.
a stealthy killer from the sky that you could be dropping down on people.
But a cat would be heavier than a nickel. So if you dropped a chunky cat out of a plane, it might kill somebody. It'd be like having a small baby land on your head, wouldn't it? Like it'd be.
With claws, small baby with claws
Yeah, potentially. Look,
and a tail.
You know what?
Big tails.
I had
I
claws when I was a baby.
I always meant to show this, but I have an American dollar here. I don't know why
You have
that's
an
interesting.
American dollar. Why? You've never been to America.
I have
He's
been
really
to America.
stoked to come to his first strip club when he visits.
It's
Oh,
got it's got
Atlanta,
in
here I
Atlanta.
come.
Yeah.
it's got a man with a very interesting haircut on one side, and it's got the symbol of the Illuminati on the other.
Yeah, that's
George
American.
Washington.
Yeah, well, I don't know who he is.
And the symbol of the Illuminati.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, you
Yeah.
said that one. You knew that one.
The Illuminati there.
that's the one he knew.
And then
Not General George Washington.
Is it not
Hamilton,
a Masons
Hamilton,
thing?
is it not what?
Hamilton,
Freemasons?
Hamilton.
A Freemasons thing?
Oh, the Illuminati symbol. I don't know.
It was a big bite. He was a
My
big
hair
boy
is
bite.
all wild.
They
because of this.
they won't let me in the Masons, so I'd never
Why
found
not?
out. Too bald.
That's not a rule.
I mean, you don't know with the Masons. They're very
Can't you
particular
put a
about these
wig
things.
on then?
It's
Too
not a
bald?
rule.
I don't know. I never actually tried to join the Masons.
Exactly.
Reason of
anyway,
non-acceptance.
we'll
Too
move-
bald.
I'll move on from the shield business. The TLDR is I'm keeping the Grasscrest shield. Brian
Real
Falk.
folk, hey Danny, let me give you some info about the resistance stat. And a lot of people will joke about this and call you an idiot for increasing that stat, but that's not really helpful now, is it? The reason why most people recommend you don't raise the resistance stat in Dark Souls 1 is basically due to the way the level system works. Those resistance stats have diminishing returns, and they will increase slightly from putting points into any stat. Because of the way it works, points into resistance will have a small effect early on, but the usefulness diminishes the more you level up. At high levels, points in resistance essentially do close to nothing. when you add to this the status, resistance, and defenses of any kind of questionable usefulness in Dark Souls in general, that is why people say not to put points into resistance. You're much better off putting points into vitality in terms of adding to your survivability. Don't worry about it too much, though. You don't need to be super efficient with your build in Dark Souls. People beat these games at level 1 after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zach got a bit upset at me when I told him I'd put some points into resistance. But lesson learned, I won't do it again. I'll
It's fine.
Yeah.
Is anyone else sweating?
Red Rydelander was pointing out, so Danny, since you live, George Washington is just a fictional character in your mind, right? Like anybody that, like, in America, we're all just like fake news.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, we didn't secede from you guys. That didn't happen.
Well, is Alexander the Great real?
I mean, if a tree falls in the woods, did it and nobody hears it? I don't know. But like,
Caesar was just a character in a Shakespeare play.
For all I know.
I thought he was addressing.
He is
real
taste.
taste. Yeah. Okay.
Well, and they always say history was written by the victors as well. So, it's like Richard III, isn't it? Like nobody really knows whether he was the evil king. People make him out.
When the legend becomes truth, print the legend.
Here's a point of trivia. Where was the Caesar salad invented?
The Caesar
Mexico.
Hotel.
Mexico.
Mexico. Yeah, correct.
I know. That's kind of like a funny thing.
Was it the Caesar Hotel? Is it like a Waldorf salad kind of deal?
I don't remember. That's as far as the trivia I remember goes. Let's find out.
Oh, was it a guy named Caesar who just made a salad? And he said, it's Caesar salad. We all like this.
I want to say it's like Tijuana or somewhere like that. Or Baja.
You know what? We need something. We need something to teach us about history. But maybe like in a rap form, so like it'd be more engaging.
You could be like a battle.
Like a rap battle, but with history, yeah. And we could call it.
It would be like super epic.
Yeah, we could call it like an epic rap battle of history. This is money. I think we should put some Patreon money together.
I've already taken over one franchise that I've worked on. Should I do it with ERB too?
Do it. Sell that Dogie coin, and let's get another company under this multimedia conglomerate we're about to create here. Can we get first we feast?
Call it the Frontbrella.
Me like food.
Oh, Frontbrella is a great name for this.
The Frontbrella Corporation?
Frontbrella Corporation. Yeah, what can possibly go wrong, right? Just don't start experimenting with biochemical
An underground city. There's just clones of James. We'll have so many of them playing Dark Souls, and it'll be the first time for each one of them.
Backseat Gaming Studios, most, if not all bosses you should roll towards, then that's all you have to change. That's true. You should be rolling towards the attacks. And not just bosses. For almost all attacks, you're going to roll towards
There's
them.
one attack that she does where she does that crouching down thing and then like a big explosion kind of erupts from the underside. And that's the one I was rolling back from because I was trying to get away from it, I think. Because
I don't think you need to recognize that she's going to do that before she, like, as she's crouching down, you just got to run away.
Yeah. I got there no, I can't talk about future episodes, but
He's under contract from you.
Yeah,
Morgan.
I mean the strategy is pretty simple. You just rush her face, dodge the swings, and then attack her body until she goes into that blow you up phase, and then you run away as soon as she squats down for that, and then you just rinse and repeat.
If you attack her body, you will be deadly.
I don't even know why I'm in these videos. You should just be taking Morgan along for the ride.
Sorry,
I'll teach you everything you know.
You read the next comment.
I one-shot this boss on the playthrough with James.
One shot?
Yeah,
yes, you did actually, but not one hit. But one try.
One try.
One shot. Yeah, that's one shot. Yeah.
I got surprisingly close, I think, on the first try. I think Zach will confirm. I think she had maybe less than a quarter of health left on the first try.
It was like barely, I'd say a seventh of her health left. You did really good the first time.
You went downhill after that.
Yeah, then you Jamesed it.
Kamikaze, Danny, are you planning on staying with the Claymore or try other weapons? A little more progress, and you will have more options available. I guess this also depends on build. So, Zach, are you thinking quality, strength, and dex for Danny?
Never quality. There's
no
never
plans
quality.
to change it, but if a better weapon comes along, sure. Yeah, it just depends on how you're building your caricature. Strength and dex is fine. It's a good way to start, or just do all strength or all dex.
Well, it'd be working towards using the Zweihander, I would assume, since he's enjoying a big, heavy sword.
Yeah,
and I'm sure eventually he's going to be like, "This just needs more power," and I'll be like, "Zweihander."
That's kind of fun. You're training him right the first time.
I'm trying my best.
Yeah,
still got to figure out his left and right.
Interesting tactic. He doesn't know left or right either.
I know my left and right. We went through this last week.
He says it. He says
James
so.
claims that he knows them too.
Yeah,
I never claim I know them. I've never claimed I know them.
Left is this way, and right is this way.
Like, I think that James just likes being able to claim that he doesn't know left and right so that he doesn't have to think when someone tells him left or right. And then he can see, like, well, I don't know. The onus is on you to figure out how to tell me the directions because I'm too goddamn lazy to figure it out.
I know my left and right. I covered this last week. I know port and starboard as well now. I know all of the directions. I know them all. I know all of them.
James?
I know all.
What is the bow of the boat and what is the stern of the boat?
I busted James in the last video because I gave him a super simple way to figure it out. And he
Bow.
tried to
He said I should
fingers?
Google it. I should Google it every time.
No, use the hand that you write with, which is his right hand.
But he writes
like
with
I
both
said,
hands.
I use both my hands.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
The bow is the front of the boat and the stern is at the back.
You Googled it.
I didn't Google it. I knew that. I know enough about boats.
It took too long for you to answer.
Because they were talking!
Oh, we're never that. Okay, fine. You're British. You're polite. Fine.
Yeah.
No, you're not Canadian. Canadians are polite. You're British. You're not polite.
You
You're
watch
just,
the video back.
dry.
My hands didn't Google a thing. My eyes didn't go anywhere. I knew the bow was at the front and the stern was at the back. I sailed the
You
boat
probably have
once.
those new Echo frame glasses, and you secretly muted the stream, and
What's on
you
that
were
plate?
like, "Oh my god, what is there more pizza?"
How goddamn greasy was that
There's
pizza?
There's nothing on the plate.
Show us that plate again.
It's the cheddar cheese au jus.
Holy moly! Did you butter that bread on the back end?
That's how you have to have it when you cook it. You put butter on the pan. No, what it was, and I'm embarrassed to show this because I'm not a fan of supporting this company. But in fact, I won't. It's a sauce. It's a sauce that usually you have to go to an anti-Semitic, homophobic place to buy.
Oh, Chick-fil-A?
Oh, I don't want to promote it, but yeah, I got Chick-fil-A sauce.
Ew. That's
Jinx
nasty.
Morgan, you owe me Chick-fil-A sauce.
No. What have we got that at a Chick-fil-A?
But they sell it in stores now, and unfortunately, every bottle you buy goes to forcing religion down some child's throat.
Oh, what a terrible way to put it.
But I still bought it.
Yeah, you're a monster.
Good for you.
That plate is very greasy. It's nasty.
Yeah, that's the inside of your arteries right now.
Yeah.
It
It's
hurts
not great.
to pump blood.
Your farteries, as I like to call them.
And these are pre-greased plates that they sell, Chick-fil-A plates. What was that thing we were talking about last time? KFC Double Down?
Oh god, no!
yeah.
Don't bring that up again. Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I forgot about the hot dog too. The Double Down hot dog.
Do you know the terrible thing after that conversation? I was so
No,
hungry.
you
I did.
didn't.
I ordered KFC. I did. I'm
It
sorry.
got you all worked up.
Mm-hmm.
It stirred
His heart.
Yeah.
The blood was flowing. You know. He
I
needed to
didn't
slow it
order.
down.
I didn't order a ridiculous, stupid burger. I just ordered a normal one. But I did get a KFC burger.
It's just so weird to hear them refer to as burgers. It's
Red
it's a chicken
Rhinelander saying he
sandwich, right?
delivered
Chicken sandwich,
14
right.
KFC double downs to a location once.
And did it immediately
Were you
explode?
charged with manslaughter
Yeah.
or murder or what
The-
was that?
The question is if you were delivering it to one person or whether there was clearly 14
Conspiracy.
people in there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It was
if you-
it was a me in that situation that ordered those 4 sandwiches. Anyone who's doing that, it's just one guy who's like
14.
14?
Yeah, 14. That's called
Jesus.
mass murder.
Yeah, that's genocide.
It's actually not that bad. It's only 7,560 calories.
Oh Jesus!
Feature with
That's got to include the meal. That's got to be the meal.
A
right?
Double Down only has 540 calories, which is very surprising.
Actually, that is surprising considering
It's
you know,
not like
how
it's not the
nasty it
calories.
is.
It's the amount of like trans fats and stuff that's going to be in it. That's the
I
problem.
don't think you're allowed to use trans fats in America. You guys still use?
I don't
really?
think you guys can use that
Yeah,
term.
that's-
It's not cool when you
That's,
use it like that.
Not appropriate.
That isn't whatever. Right, Pelagius says, "Oh no, there's a guy shooting projectiles at me. Whatever can I do about it? It's not like I have a shield or whatever to block those projectiles. What a wonderful episode. Danny got high, then low, then stoned completely, and then got blown by a spider lady. That's a trip to
My
Vegas, baby.
girlfriend's talking about.
Sorry,
That's a trip to Vegas. Who wrote that?
that was probably Zach, I guess. Or
I'm gonna guess that was Zach, but that's pretty funny. So it could also be Morgan.
It wasn't me.
Okay, then it was me, but I was probably pretty drunk.
Oh, then it's got.
I don't remember.
it wasn't me, so it must have been you, Zach.
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh, I was
can't
coming back
picture
from
Danny
Vegas.
writing that.
You went to Vegas without telling us you were stateside? Oh.
I just didn't want to like risk it, you know. I was going to
If you fly to Vegas, I'll meet you there.
in the van.
Mhm.
Oh, we can be like that new Angels and Airwaves video. We can dance around. You should go to Area 51 with your van. That'd be a fun time.
No, I do want to go to the Grand Canyon again. I love the Grand Canyon.
I've never been. I'll meet you there then.
The Grand Canyon?
I've
Well, you
actually
have to-
never been to the Grand Canyon
Yeah.
either. I drove to the Grand Canyon from Chicago and pulled up, and it was a $20 ticket to get in, so I left.
Oh
And I
my
never
God.
went. I never went.
oh, James.
That's the level of like, that experience isn't. That's not gonna be worth it.
$20? No way. Well, the story.
Go on your
was,
phone,
moving-
Google Earth.
Dark Page
This is a
says, I
long
love
time
Vegas,
ago.
guys. We can do drugs and stuff.
Oh, nice.
It's all coming together.
Well, here's an idea.
Danny, drugs.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're opioids, I can't do the.
Oh, it's Vegas, baby.
Oh,
It's
okay.
definitely gonna be opioids.
Okay.
No, it's gonna be crack.
Kamikaze actually suggests that we should do the fan mail live stream in the hot tub. James and Morgan can probably pull off a hot tub, brackets time machine, stream for something. It would be a fun way to do the fan mail. Because
We gotta
Twitch has
figure out
that
where
fan
a
mail.
hot tub is that we can go to.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
would
a hot
definitely
tub.
hit from a pool.
Well,
That would be nice.
Wouldn't you just go to like WeWork.com, find a location, buy one of those Coleman like hot tubs, show up to that spot and be like, I'm here to work, okay? So I need a room for my hot tub.
The Dark Genius, it's Blighttown. This wasn't quite the OG Soul Swamp level, but it is the one that everyone immediately recognizes and doesn't have a name that makes you think of something so much worse. Mr. Meow Meow, you were saying the words to the little sequence for the show, The Facts of Life. I like that Zach bashed Danny for referencing a show that ran in the 70s and 80s, then quoted the lyrics to a show from 1979.
I don't remember doing that.
We're
that's-
just two old men.
It's true.
We
I
don't
am.
know what we're doing.
I'm
and are
so old
lost.
before my time.
It's like
What-
the odd
what-
couple.
When did I criticize you for referencing something from the 80s?
I think I criticized you first, and then
Yeah.
you. The irony was that then I sang lyrics to a show from the 1970s. as
Oh,
well.
you bash. Oh, yeah, because I was going on about. What was I going on about?
The Facts of Life.
That's a tough comment to read, Danny. Just give it another shot, and you'll figure it out.
No, it wasn't the facts of life. It was.
You were saying the words to the title sequence for the show Facts of Life.
No, Zach was.
I liked that Zach bashed Danny for referencing. Oh, so that was what Zach said? Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking
Google
about.
Styles Botnet, poor Danny. Neck deep in lava, neck deep in Zach abuse. 'Twas a rough outing to be sure. Don't lose heart though, you're very close. To what? We don't know. To beating the boss.
Yes.
Yeah. To blowing the spider lady back.
Guys, I think I know what happens. Dangerous 87. I feel like Danny still doesn't know what he's looking for to avoid the AoE. You need to keep an eye out on her woman half when you get in close and get away when she bows down / buries her face. That's when the hot fart of shame is coming.
I just want to say to Dangerous that was a very useful comment. For
Yeah,
the
it
next
was
video
useful.
That I totally
'Cause-
haven't recorded yet. I
Yeah,
did
Danny
read it,
just
though.
kept taking those shames of farts to the face.
Yeah, I did in
Farts
this.
of
I
shame.
did in this. Yeah, but I get it now. So thank you. I did read that comment.
Where would
and it
you
was very
rate this
useful.
boss on the of the bosses that you've fought so far?
Oh, not that difficult, I guess. I mean, I don't know whether the bosses are not getting easier, but whether I'm getting better at fighting them.
Did you just get fished in to spoil something?
Let me ask this before anybody's spoiled.
Well,
If
I mean, I'm just basing it on my experience without beating the boss yet.
But she's not that difficult.
We already know that you make it to Sense Fortress in the next video.
I didn't say that.
I'd never said
But you're
that.
supposed to be at Sense
Heard
Fortress.
it by not saying anything.
I'm not allowed.
He's
not allowed
definitely
to
not
talk
going
about
He
there.
hadn't done it. It's like the one doorman always lies, one always tells the truth. He can't.
Not allowed to talk about it. Sorry,
He's
James.
not allowed
What were you going to
No,
say?
no,
Well,
He
I was
says that
just
when
gonna
it's something
say,
that has actually
not
happened.
to-
If it hasn't happened, he says that he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. So this is what I want to ask, and this is important, and I think it'll avoid us talking about spoilers. If you were online dating and you met a girl, you were like, "Wow, she's really pretty," and she is really pretty, but you only see the top half of her. And then when you go out to the movies together, you find out the bottom half's a spider. Do you do you walk out on that
No,
date?
straight to a hotel.
Straight to a hotel. Oh damn.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it into that movie. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to admit, I don't like spiders, but she is oddly attractive. It's it's bizarre.
Some junk in the
She's a
trunk. Yeah, she's a
that's
hottie.
That's baggage. It's junk in the trunk. When you're
But it's that
about to
good kind of
spider,
baggage. That's the
it's
kind
a
of
good-
baggage
I guess. I don't
that you
know.
want to be smashed by.
Certainly, you do want to still roll out of the way when the fart of shame is coming.
Yeah.
Well, that's just generally
No
good
matter
advice
how
for life.
much, regardless of the beauty.
Sensation the next day.
It ain't worth the fart of shame to the face.
No, Phil, taking it one step too far. Thank you, sir.
Imagine. Yeah,
Really,
thanks,
I mean,
Phil.
I think we've taken things worse than anyway. This next comment, we don't need to read that one. That's fine. But, there was nothing to see there. Definitely no
You messed
issues
up
with
the
the audio. No, everything was fine. It was fine. Definitely didn't screw up Zach's audio.
And the finished video had
Yeah,
bad
Jack's audio was really bad. Jack Black.
Jack Black's audio was awful.
He was saying the same thing I was saying. It was really weird. It was just an echo of each other. And so we just cut him from the stream, but his audio was still in there, so it's awkward.
I'm melting in here. I can't breathe. It's so hot.
I know. This is like a hot box.
Is that the last?
That way.
Was that the last comment?
That's the last comment. You'll be pleased to know you can go. Oh no, you've eaten your pizza, so you don't have to rush off now to eat your pizza, do you?
Yeah. I don't know if Morgan's
cooking like a pizza, though.
I love these live streams. I just do. I love them. But what happens is now it's so hot at Morgan's place. I don't know if he's gonna be able to record anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to.
Yeah. So now, like, while it was wonderful while it lasted,
it wouldn't matter if it was a half an hour ago or even an hour ago. It still would have gotten this hot by this time.
Well, if it was an hour ago, we would have done an hour-long recording. But now we got nothing recorded, and it's too hot to record.
Well, let me tell you, James. These live streams go for usually 2 hours. They're Monday, 10 to noon. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
Stating the facts. These
Anything
are facts.
outside of that is like it's 10 to noon on Mondays. Unless we change the time of them, that's how it's going to be.
Well, what if we did them at 3:00?
Oh, at the highest heat of the day?
But we have had recorded the videos that we're going to talk about in the live stream before it.
Pouring sweat.
Yeah, I don't know.
And James is just like, I got to go make a pizza.
Right. No, I don't blame you, Morgan. It's not your fault that no one paid attention in the 90s when Al Gore told us that the world was going to end if we didn't get our act together. But it's hot as hell, and global warming's real, and it smells like shit, and everything's on fire.
And I got stung by a bee, so all things are bad.
And you burnt the
was
top
one
of your
the
mouth.
last bees around. It killed itself in the process of stinging you.
It did. I pulled its stinger out, and there was guts attached to it.
Oh, bummer. I mean, whatever. Sucks for that bee. Sorry, Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, somebody redeemed a message. It's red, and we need to make sure that it's red because if you're redeeming your points, it's worth it. So, Morgan, do you have a thing for being tied up, like Shella and Frodo? What?
I said I never have before. I don't know if I trust anyone to be tied up. I don't.
You can trust me. You
I
No.
definitely don't trust you.
Isn't there a Stephen King movie that like Gerald's
Misery?
Game or something on Netflix?
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
like,
I mean, they
after,
tied the guy in Misery got tied up, but it was not. I think. the
yeah,
same
she
as what
breaks
you're
his leg. She hobbles him.
Yeah.
Finish the book. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I know I ended this with a lot of negativity.
Well, you do it every week, so I don't know what you're apologizing for, unless you plan on that being the last one.
Yeah. I plan on changing my attitude in the future.
Okay.
And to be fair, you can't complain about the length of the live stream and then derail it constantly with tales of gang wars going on outside of your house, running away every 10 minutes to put pizza in the oven. I mean, like, most of the delay is on you, to be fair. I mean,
Oh my God! Not most of them. I'd say 25% of them.
I'll
Okay.
take 25% as well.
I'll take a 50%.
Oh, Danny, you
I
don't
don't
have to take
Danny,
any.
no.
I don't think Danny
you're home
derails
free.
us very often.
No, I don't
It's
think
true.
so.
Yeah, unless it's about Adam Sandler movies he's watched.
I'll give him 10%. I'll take 40.
I'll take
Okay.
10%. I'll take
No,
10%.
I'll take 30. I'm
I
Spartacus.
feel like this is a derailment of the live stream.
It really is.
trying to pitch it.
But
to
talking
study
about
it.
this, I did see a comment that I thought was funny. I wanted to mention. It's I think from Turtle. It's probably pretty far away. But you did derail us when you started talking about your dollar bill. And like what you don't understand is like Turtle has like 7 of those. It's in his bank
he's
account.
rolling, bro, and they're not getting put into this Patreon that you're trying to push everyone to be a part of.
Dollar
Ooh,
bills
actually,
are rare
question.
in this country.
Danny, are you feeling any
Is it illegal?
effects of Brexit yet? Is it as bad as like the news makes it out, or what's going on?
You know,
We're
it's
switching
funny.
to American currency. Needs to get a dollar.
It's you know what's funny though, like almost the moment that we left the EU, Brexit, almost the second we left the EU, COVID happened. So who the fuck can tell, right? Like the economy's like on its ass, and like it's.
Do you
it's
think
chaos.
the British government like made COVID to like distract from how bad it's gonna get?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so I'm not insane. However, the timing
I
was
do play
fortunate.
one on TV.
Like, let's put it this way: they got a free pass for Brexit. Because they didn't get a free pass for COVID. Like, I mean, who can tell, right? Who can tell? It's great
How
in a
about
way
those
because
Olympians sharing their medals? That was great. You want to change it to something nice? Talk about
No,
an
let's stick on the bad stuff. I like the bad
Okay.
stuff better. What about milk and veg and all that stuff?
what about
Are
it?
you having shortages?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
The one thing that I was aware of that there was a lot of shortage of was furniture from IKEA because it's getting stuck at the border. So if you want to buy furniture from IKEA, but like imports and stuff are hard work now. Like so, certain things ran out of stock, but like they were mainly not essentials, but just nice to have things. Struggled for a while.
Do you think that the England feels bad about like the potato famine, and so they're like self-inflicting a potato famine upon themselves now?
No, I don't think we were to blame for the potato famine. To be honest, were we? I don't know enough about Irish history. To be
Irish
honest.
is that what the Irish? If you ask an Irish person, would they say that?
I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to. I feel like I'm being trapped into a very dodgy political.
You are, yeah. You definitely know you're in danger, but you don't know how.
He can smell it.
No, I can
Senses.
smell it, but it's gonna come later.
Oh.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I think we should
Yep.
just end this very quickly now. Cheers, bye.
Bye.
Bay.